So we have things to do,
Yep.
and the first of those things is a recap.
I will handle the recap for today if there are no objections, since it was sort of Eldon's homecoming.
Whoa, deja vu.
What's that?
That's the deja vu.
Right.
No, because I remember you saying the exact same thing for Julie's session. Like, oh yeah, it's Elden's
This
homecoming.
happened 3 days ago,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then I'm like, wait a minute, wait.
Oh, that's right. I said Eldon's homecoming. You're like, wait a minute. We're not playing the Valon's campaign right now. We're doing Julie's. Oh, right. Shit, Daisy's homecoming. That's right. But anyway, both of my characters have come home this week. It's nice. Or have gone home this week.
And both times lead to trouble in paradise, apparently.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wonder why that was the case.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What I've been told.
Do D&D characters ever just go home and just, chill?
Nope, it's the curse of being a protagonist.
Yeah.
Some shit always gets in the way.
Yep.
Can I be like demoted to NPC or something? This is just getting too stressful.
No.
I just want
Right.
let me get demoted to NPC.
It's like, you know what? I will work in I will work in admissions and records. And it's like that's just too much. Then,
Right.
after a day of doing that, it's like I'm back I'm back in the field. Okay. So are we ready for the recap?
Yes.
Okay. So last time on Valon Tries. Um Eldon dozed sort of fitfully while he was guarding over Verena, so she would have someone
Vanita.
somewhat familiar. Huh?
Vanita.
Vanita, thank you. Vanita. So Eldon watched over Vanita while she recovered in her room. And it was slept, and she woke up and she was okay, not quite well or ready to go, but like kind of soldier ready to go, like unconscious. I can move. Nothing hurts like too much that I can't ignore and override. I gotta get back to my unit, kind of thing. And uh, Eldon talked with her a little bit. Don't think he really tried to convince her to stay, but he did ask if she'd given him all the information about what chased her into this time, into our dimension as she could. And she's mentioned a regret demon, and that who had gone after someone that she Vanita and her squad were tasked with bringing in because that person was responsible for was at least being blamed or supposedly responsible for destroying the first Earth, and their Earth is sort of like our first world, and the world that we had visited that Vanita and her squad was on was like the sort of like third level of the world that was like a protective layer. And so Vanita said that when she and her squad caught up to this person, it was like, can you please remind me of their name again? I want to say it's like Rebecca Thompson.
Christina
Oh,
Thompson.
Christina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christina Thompson. And well, they caught up with Christina Thompson, and Christina Thompson swore that she didn't do it, and they believed her, but orders are orders, and they were bringing her back when I believe their ship was taken by this regret demon, and in a desperate attempt to be anywhere other than there, Vanita inadvertently opened an interdimensional portal just wide enough and long enough for her to get through to our world. And that's where she stumbled through. Well, after telling Eldon all of this, she uh, demonstrated or proved to herself that she could actually summon such a doorway at will, and proceeded to, by doing so in her hospital room and stepping through. And then Eldon reported that whole interaction with his squad, and then we reported it to the into the Emperor. And then we had some talk with the Emperor, like, girl, you don't need to be alone. It's all good. It's cool. You need a bestie. You need a homie to kick it with. And if you can't find anybody else like in your upper circle, like, call us. We'll take you out for a drink. It'll be cool. So, because everybody needs a bestie. So after that, Emperor's like, well, this is one of those times where we really don't have much for you to do. So go find some rest somewhere. Do something. And so, at the mention of visiting Tirana from Armala, I'm all like, hey, you guys can come visit me. I'm bored of shit. Eldon was like, yeah, let's go to Tirana. Because we glimpsed it briefly in our time travels, or our time loop traveling, but didn't get to stay. But now we got to go to Tirana. And Armala was super happy that we came to see her. And she directed us to land somewhere on a landing pad up on her company's thing, which, oh shit, I just realized now Elton's ship, our ship, is in their parking lot or in their landing pad. I need to go fix that. Anyway, so we got there. Mala was super happy to see us. And, Tirana is like beautiful urban sprawl. It's, like lots of people jammed together, but I think the word is ergonomically, like it works. Like everyone's like, it's tight knit but not squished, and we're good. It's good, but there is a giant spider-looking building with generators and things delving into the core of the planet, like literally spreading out through the neighborhood, like through the city of the capital city of Delph. Anyway, so we landed on a landing pad there, and Amala was super happy to see us. She's like, "Oh, you guys should come meet my dad." And so we went with her, and she opened the door to an office where, in fact, her father was sitting at his desk, but he was not alone. He was talking to two Zelenian council members, like one like representative of business, and one was it was like
Like
industry, maybe.
industry? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
industry and business. Cool.
Yes, both of those.
Hey, cool. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Valon. So we did that, so we saw them. We glimpsed them before Armala's dad was like, "I'm in a meeting now. Buzz off." Like, oh, okay. Talk to you later. So She closed that, and then Armala's like, "I'm gonna show you guys something cool." And on our way to show you something cool, we got to meet Armala's mother and sister, neither of whom were any more charming than her father, but they did at least give us a bit more of their time, albeit like minute of it, if even. Sister was prissy. Mom was like, "Come, dear, we must arrange the plates for dinner. For some hoity-toity dinner, whatever, with muckety muck people." And one thing to be noted is that strong team leader Armala really took a lot of flack from these people, and as if it was due, and they did not call them out on their bullshit or anything. So it's her Armala's home life or upbringing is being very apparent here, where she's very much on the outs with them because she doesn't get into the family business thing. Speaking of the family business, Armala led us down into a a sort of chamber someplace where we saw, I think it was like this like cube thing that they had or contained that had come through when the portals had opened. Like a portal had opened right in their company building and produced this matter, this stuff, and they were able to contain it. And she demonstrated its efficacy by taking out a very strong shield generator and tossing it in, and it immediately got dissolved. So very dangerous. So luckily they were able to contain it, but if they're able to use it, will be the next question. And so I think we were gonna head on down to the street level because there wasn't anything else to do up in the Muckety Muck building, and we passed through this place with a bunch of pipes and people working. We had what's his name? Armala's brother there, quote unquote, supervising. three-piece suit, wearing a hard hat as if he's actually doing anything, and with a bunch of Tyrannans running around, keeping things running. And Eldon was shocked when Armala's brother called out a name that he was very familiar with, and turned to see his father scurrying around working here for these people. So Eldon exchanged some quick words with him, and they agreed to meet up at Eldon's family's ship stop after his father had gotten off work. And so we did that, and we left the work area, got down to street level, and Eldon walked them from the big company building over to the Ashworth family ship stop, and which is essentially like a bar and grill, and like with like landing pads and places like a place that or ships can get fixed up as they're passing through. And so, as we were walking, Ilda noticed that there weren't as many people around as usual, though the streets of Delph looked fairly crowded to everyone else, because they're about as crowded as like you'd find a street on Zelenia or any other highly urban place. But Eldon was like, "Oh, why aren't there many people around here?" And many of the familiar shops that Eldon knew had closed down, and so there was more and more empty buildings, making space for the big company to fill. Anyway, we got to the Ashworth family ship stop. Eldon got to introduce everybody to his mother, his sister, his twin brothers, who are both who are cooks and explosive explosive experts, and his father when his father came in. Everyone got a bit of a drink and got some food. We got to sit down and see what's like how things are going. They money has gotten tight in the Ashworth household, and so that's why Murnick, Eldon's father, had to go work for Armala's family's company. And speaking of Armala, it seems that she did not inform her family that Nereid was, in fact, her girlfriend. So we're going to be discussing that, and what else we're going to be doing, and what else might be done while we're on our visit here to Delph. What shall happen? Find out today.
Indeed. So, where we left things off specifically was basically like, "Hey, it's late. Sleep here. We'll talk more and figure stuff out tomorrow morning."
Right.
Um. So, um, you were all kind of set up with various rooms, in this place, and however, Nereid had specifically told Armala that she wanted to talk. So, uh, you two get ushered to a room that's small but big enough, and Armala just kind of plops down on the bed.
So,
So what?
okay, so you didn't tell your folks that you're dating.
Let me get the popcorn.
You're not even here. Anna's just like, I
Chad.
sense it.
Chad, Anna
No,
just, like, hit the
she like
wall.
crawled from the vent. No, I just imagine everybody else is huddled outside the door at the lock, like to try to listen in.
Maybe. That's funny.
Look, I don't really care if you like tell them or not. But like not every place is as accepting as Zelenia, but like, why?
Why not tell them?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just didn't come up.
Okay. What? Would they think I'm an embarrassment to the family?
What? No.
Would they think I'm not good enough for you?
No. They'd probably think you were good for me.
Okay. What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Oh, so of course she just settled for some chick that she met during her job.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you didn't have to say it. Look, I know you care about me. I just don't want to be treated like I don't exist when I'm here.
Is that how you felt?
I mean, kinda, like, hey, family, here are my friends. Like, Chad, Anna, Eldon. You didn't even have the decency to, like, introduce me properly to them. Look, I know I could already tell just by looking at them that your family is not exactly the happiest, huggiest bunch in the whole wide world, like some kind of, sitcom or something. But I mean, like, when you make it that obvious, kind of hurts, you know?
Well, sorry, I didn't realize that hurt like that.
Yeah, it's whatever. Just yeah, and I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I just want to know what your point of view is, so I can understand how to react.
Well, so what do you want me to do then?
Just tell me what would happen if you told your family that you're dating me.
I don't know. I mean, probably not much.
Okay. And what if they did mind?
Um, uh, I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough answer. I wouldn't really know what to do either. Just don't don't try to hide me from them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't trying to do that.
I know. So dense sometimes.
Eh.
She'll just pat Armella on the head before getting ready to go to sleep.
Mm.
Wait, can I roll insight on her actually? Because I just realized is she like fucking with me, like saying that her family wouldn't care, or like is she just really that stupid that she's just like I never thought about it. Each one is just as possible as the other.
Hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, you could do insight.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Fucking go, no secrets.
Stare deep into her soul.
I have a death cleric, motherfucker. I
No,
have
you're
the
not.
Grim Reaper on speed dial. I will fucking murder you.
You're a
He's
great.
not
You're a
even
grave.
bad.
You're a grave cleric. Different. What?
Shut up. Okay, maybe I don't have him on speed dial, but he's at least in my contacts.
Uh, hmm.
waste of a nat 20.
when
Okay.
when you were like first talking about like kind of implying as if like maybe like what do your parents like think I'm not good enough. It looks like she's like her initial reaction was sort of like what no like obviously that's wrong. How could you possibly think that? Um, but then as that sort of like as you kind of kept talking and especially as you kind of stopped talking and you glance at her a couple times, it she looks like she's like legitimately thinking and like not sure.
Hmm.
Okay. Nereid will back off for now. She doesn't really want to make an argument of it or anything. So.
Well, Nereid's a kind and patient girlfriend.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to say or do before tomorrow?
Nope, I'm good for heading into tomorrow.
Not that I can think of.
It is time to sleep.
Okay.
Sleep. Hello. It's a bot.
It is. Is this good? Right? Thank good it is. Okay. If I copied that link like 30 minutes ago, and I'm like, is this still copied? I don't remember. Okay. So yeah. All right. Okay. Well. You wake up and I'd say it's sort of like I mean, when you first sleep in like a hotel or someone else's like house or whatever for the first time, you often end up like waking up earlier than you used to. Just that's kind of how your body works. Except of course Eldon's used to it, but he's like he wants to get up early because he's like hell yeah, let's do shit. So there's that. So you get up pretty early, and heading downstairs, you find. Corey, would you say that like this is a place that would be like, serving breakfast like publicly, or is it more of like a like sort of a dinner only kind of place for the public?
I'd say this is a communal breakfast type place. Like, I mean, they've got people coming, like coming from different planets, going to other planets, and like all those different like mixed up like time zones. Like, I feel like they have like a fairly regular, if not always steady, like like there's like regular meals. Not necessarily like they're like serving food all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but they regularly have like meals that like you stop there long enough, you can get like a decent something to eat before you move on.
Okay. Yeah. So then you can hop down there and see if you want some food, and you see it's early enough. Oh no, I remembered. I said that your dad said it was his day off. So you do see again like Eldon's sister and mother kind of working behind the counter, and also you do see Murnick, his dad, just at the bar, but having a meal, kind of talking a bit to his wife, but they kind of see you all come down and just sort of give you a wave.
Eldon will definitely go sit next to his dad and hang out with the family as he gets breakfast. And he'll also ask, like, "Hey, is there anything like can I help? Can I help with the morning meal? Anything like that?"
You just got here, so no, you are not doing work today. If you stay more than today, then we're absolutely going to make you work for all the time you missed.
Deal. Thanks.
But for one day, you get to relax.
Yay. Also, yeah, I will tuck into breakfast.
Okay. Presumably everyone else, same kind of thing?
Yeah. Breakfast.
Mhm. Let's get some food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you get, well, you know what? Corey, describe what they get.
Right. Imagine you get some kind of my go-to is Always egg. So I think you'd probably get something along the lines of. Let's go for like a sort of like a porridge, like a morning porridge kind of deal. It's like kind of like the base of it, and like maybe some like toast if you're not into porridge, and things you could like things you could put on it that like like different like varying sorts of like nuts and fruits and sweeteners you could put for the porridge, and like different spreads for the toasts and things, and yeah, definitely like coffee and juice are available. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, I forgot that. What was the name of Eldon's mom again? I forgot the name.
Good question. I want to say her name was.
I don't remember where I put the
Here we go.
thing
Here we
that
go.
you
I
sent
get
me.
it. Lily
Okay,
Asher, and then
okay.
his sister is Holly Rose.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, Lily kind of like looks over kind of all of you, not just Eldon, and sort of kind of addresses you all, saying, "So, what's the plan for today, huh?"
I don't know. I mean, I figured just kind of hit more of the town because we just made a beeline from we just made a beeline over here. So yeah, I think just go check out the town, see, just show everybody the sights, and Eldon hesitates for a moment, then admits, and also just kind of see how things are going, seeing how everything's developing. Did anybody else have anything else they wanted to do?
I mean, this is your house, your home planet, so we're kind of just following your lead here.
Cool. All right.
Yes, the itinerary sounds good to me. We've
Awesome.
been like so busy up until this point that it would be good to slow down the pace.
Yeah. Oh, hey, but let's not slow down too much though. There's this awesome speed racing track that they have around here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go hit that. Speed racing and Toronto pizza.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I suggest you do the speed racing and then the pizza. Doing it the other way, I've tried the other way, and you got to have a 12-year-old stomach for that.
Yeah, I don't want to make a mess over whatever ships are available, so I'll follow your lead.
Cool.
Murnick will sort of, he's like drinking, I guess, like sort of like equivalent to coffee, and Durbit sort of puts it down and kind of looks at you all, but especially Eldon, says, "Well, I'm free if you ever need to talk about anything."
Yeah, about that. I mean, if you're offering, Dad, if it's not too early, I guess, uno momento, por favor. How is... Of course, it's bringing it up slow. There we go. Sorry for those of you listening on the recording. Okay. How is working for the Genos? Is it Genos company? Genios?
It's Gneos.
Neos? Yeah, how's it working for the Neos Corporation? And Eldon's asking this, with minimal to no sarcasm. Like, he's genuinely curious, and he's kind of gotten over his initial judgment of his dad doing it. Once his dad explained why he was, money short. So yeah, now Eldon's just curious.
It will. Well, it's a lot, but I mean, they employ a lot of people because they need a lot to be done,
Hmm.
and you know they run a tight shift. Gotta keep on it. Can't slack off, but again, seems like it's what needs to be done. So if that's what they need to be done, then I can't exactly blame them. But I mean, again, pays enough. So guess I can't complain too much.
Like the workload is a lot. Like even though they got so many people working there, like it's not slacking. Like you got that like one dude cracking down on everybody.
Yeah.
What was the supervisor's name? The floor supervisor's name? Czar, the dude with the hard hat and the suit.
Oh, well, he's not really the floor supervisor. He's above that, but he likes to come down to, you know, see how it's doing. He uses that air quotes for that. He said, "That's Zerk. He's the next in line."
Hmm.
I don't know. Pretty much anyone who has to be in charge of a big company kind of has to be at least a bit of a stick in the ass.
I guess. I mean, is there a big difference for when he's down there, kind of quote unquote, seeing out the, then we'll mimic his father's quote air quotes gesture, seeing how things are going, and when he's not there, like, is it any smoother? Is it any like less stressful?
No.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not like outright worse. It's just, you know, he thinks he's making it better.
One of those. Gotcha. I mean, so the working conditions are manageable?
That's the word for it.
So not good, but not horrible either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about that new energy source that they got from when the portals opened up?
No.
Oh, huh? Guess that hasn't come up yet. No. I mean, have you heard anything about if they're outright pressuring local businesses to shut down, or are they just sort of inadvertently creeping in, like, oh hey, we want to like set up shop here, and then since they've got all the money, or they're pulling in money and resources, that they kind of just end up getting it.
Yeah, it's mostly that. I mean, they do kind of buy up some land in areas if they think it has good access to the fuel they're getting, minerals.
Yeah.
But they do pay for it. So, and they seem, from what I understand, someone was telling me that their unit was bought up to be taken over, and not only did they get a good amount of money, but they were even offered another living place by the company. So they're not just kicking people out on the street.
Well, there is that at least. So let's see, working conditions, pushing out people. I mean, do you know if they have any ties into local Toronto government, like Delft City Council, anything like that?
He just kind of shrugs. Oh, probably. I mean, these kind of people are always dealing with all types.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I mean, is there anything else going on?
Not really. Been
Hmm.
pretty quiet overall.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll see what else is happening as we go around. Did you hear anything about like portals opening up or anything like that? Here, because we've been dealing with it a lot on other planets.
Didn't hear anything about it here. Saw it on the news though.
Right. Okay.
That stuff
Cool,
the
cool.
military's making you deal with nowadays.
Well, that's the thing is we're kind of freelance now. I mean, it's like, well, it's sort of an attitude of, well, if you guys want to, we'd appreciate it. But I mean, we're kind of one of the more, well, competent teams or like that can deal with. I mean, no, I mean, it's not that it's not that the other units are incompetent. Like it's only the military does not training or anything. It's just, we've already just done a lot and seen a lot, and we're able to handle just the things other people can't. It's more the fact that like these threats are just more than what standard military can handle.
Looks like you got a impressive position there.
Elden kind of shrugs. I don't know. It's funny. I mean, technically we wouldn't have to be. We don't have to deal with any of this. But I mean, job needs to be done, and we're able to do it, so might as well.
Just don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger.
Elden kind of gets like a half grin on his face and kind of cants his head back and forth, like, I'll do my best. We're as careful as we can be, for sure. We never go in half cocked. Make sure we're as safe as we can be.
Murdoch specifically glances over to look at Chad's equipment.
Can I help you?
Just looking.
Yeah, we some things require firepower, but it's okay. It's all good.
Well, it's like what your son said. We got to make sure that we're prepared.
Yep.
He looks at Anna, and what do you have to be prepared?
Oh, just a few little gadgets and knickknacks hidden in my belt, but I can bring them out in a pinch when necessary.
Yeah, it's like she's a really techie dad. She can come up with all kinds of things. Like, it's like that technology that can kind of summon elements and affect people's minds. Anna does that kind of thing. It's like pulled us out of a lot of binds.
Mm-hmm. And I guess I did graduate in sort of a way to my current position from being a secretary previously. It kind of reminds me of, well, the situation that the workers of the company that I'm seeing here are in. Is there any room for advancement, do you think? Like, where do you see yourself in a few years? Working at the same position or finding a way to climb up?
I don't know. Look, I'm just hoping that we get enough. I get to make some extra money to help us for now, but things will start loosening up as we move towards the future, and then I'll just be able to get back to what I like doing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Anna will sip on some coffee and she'll just say, well, I do hope that is the case. While she crosses her fingers behind her back. All right, well, Chad, can you pass me that avocado spread? I gotta make sure that my toast meets my appropriate standards.
Avocado toast.
Thank you, Chad.
He's going to blankly stare at you, slowly grab the avocado spread, slowly give it to you, and just slowly return his hand to his position.
Thank you.
All
You're a
without-
kind man.
All without breaking a stare.
He glances over at Armala, who's been surprisingly quiet this whole time. Just kind of hasn't really said very much. Hasn't really said anything. She's just kind of been with you, eating. So he kind of looks at her and then kind of looks back at you and says, "She with you?"
Yeah. Armala's a friend from from the Zelenian military. She leads her own team that's similar to ours. Hers is actually really impressive because her team's, they're good people. They're just a little fractious, and Armala's able to point them all in the same direction, which is really cool.
Hmm. I'm gonna make a roll for him, actually.
Does he know? How much of a dick will he be? Find out.
No. He says, And wait, then what was she doing here?
Yeah. She asked us to come hang out because we're not doing anything. She's not doing anything, and I invited her out to come see the sights and get on street level. So she's hanging out with us.
Fair enough. Well, I shouldn't keep you waiting. So, if you all want to go head out and just look around, then go ahead.
Catch you later, Pop. Bye, sis. Bye, Mom. Well, we'll be back. We'll probably be back for supper. We'll let you know if we're not.
Pleasure getting breakfast with you.
Much obliged.
Anytime.
Alright, so we'll head out and then we'll just take a walk down the street, sort of moseying towards the speeder racing track.
Okay.
Okay, once we're out of... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, once we're out of that
Of the ship
restaurant,
stop?
yeah. Anna will just turn to Eldon and say, so, wait, what do you really think about your dad's situation? He kind of seems stuck in a rut. Has he always been like the soul has been sucked out of him?
Eldon kind of gives a humorless laugh. No, Jesus. My dad was obviously lively and tinkering with things and just getting into everything. I mean, my mom running the ship stop, he was the one who took care of us mostly, like during the day, and we would we would find all kinds of just fun junk and bring it back and try and fix it. And we helped him build up the shop a little bit, and we got to fix new ships and everything. So I mean, I really think my dad's situation is sad, and I kind of don't understand what is pinching them so tightly for money that he needed to go do that.
It seems like he was once the tinkerer, and now he has become a cog himself.
Yes, he says, Eldon, frowning. I agree, and poof. I mean, now that you mention it, put it like that, since we're here, we should see. I'd like to see if there's anything I could do to help.
So long as it doesn't involve starting a revolution, not here to put some sort of movement in order. Don't you remember? Don't you forget that?
Then why can't we? I mean, if it needs
we
to
don't
happen,
have-
why?
We don't have the resources, and we'd be operating outside of the Linian jurisdiction.
Right, but
No.
we're not tied. We're freelancers now. We don't answer to the military. I mean, beyond just being citizens of the empire.
We are citizens of the Empire, and we may be free agents, but never forget, we are, and I quote, heroes of the Empire. What we do reflects the Empire. And do you want, after this hard-won peace, do you want to have another war?
I mean, well, okay. General, like a direct answer to your question, no. But I mean, it wouldn't be with a whole planet or other species. It'd just be, trying to balance the scales a little bit with the Naos company. I mean, if we needed to. I mean, I don't know. It might be like you said yesterday. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not necessarily not not a good thing, or like just it's going to happen regardless of what we do. And just like if people are, we don't want to just start something that'll only get people hurt.
Look, Eldon, I know you grew up here. I respect that, truly. And I appreciate. But how would you say this? The youthful outlook on the situation, the optimism. However, sometimes you need to learn to lose the battle so you could win the war.
Like Aldo will cast a look at the like part of the Naos giant spider building stretching out and delving into the street. I mean, like what war would we be winning here? The progress of
Yet,
Toronto?
oh, you're trying to win the battle. Say we make a statement to this big bad evil company.
Sure.
What happens next? You make a statement, you blow up a factory, you get my brother to assassinate the head honchos.
Well, and like looking panically at her mom. I never said that. Like
Make actually, if you guys want to make either make insight checks.
Okay.
Oh no.
You didn't say it. but
Traitor!
our tone and the way our conversation was progressing.
Insight.
Hello, I might have to interject.
17.
21.
Insight, okay.
Oh,
Come on, Armella.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Well, okay.
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 Now Anna's holding a spoon, looking at herself in it.
just,
Okay.
it's
It was the
accursed
spoon that I used to. Well, I used it to stir my coffee, so I needed it.
You need
Armala's actually kind of like stepped back a little bit, and like she's like following you as you're walking, but she's like a few steps back, not really with the rest of the group, so to speak, and she's just kind of staring off a bit in kind of like various directions, mostly at the company building, and also again some of the sort of large structures that are again sort of the spider legs that are coming down in various points throughout the city, kind of looking at some of them. So she's not paying attention to you.
Okay. Worked out. Now they will breathe a silent sigh of relief and wipe a very visible bead of sweat from his brow. Yeah, no, you're right, and it's like Dad was saying, is like if they buy people out, they even offer them alternate places to live, and maybe it's just organizing, well, like more of like a secular circular kind of division of resources into more of a pyramid where it more trickled down. But I don't know. You know what, Chad? I think you're right. Like just attacking it and being angry and reacting with violence isn't really the key. I think if I wanted to do anything, I should just try and help my family out, and if that calls for any larger movement, then I can examine that.
I understand your frustration. I truly do.
I appreciate that.
But going against this corporation, getting yourself killed, that's not going to help your family any more than that.
Truer words never said.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who says that I'd rather not die here defending a planet.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Like after all the things we've done, after all the people we've saved, the good we've done, or it would be kind of petty. Well, anyway, let's go. Just we'll take a walk around town, do the speed races, get some get some Delft pizza, and then maybe we'll check out the quest board, see if there's we can make any extra cash. Or actually, let's just check the quest board now, see if we can make extra cash. Here, we could. Well,
is there a specific one for Tirana?
No.
There will be in a
Valid
few
didn't
minutes.
think about
Okay,
this.
then let's go to the races.
okay, races it is then. That's cool.
Valid completely forgot about the quest board.
But we could have gotten paid to deliver something to Tirana, but we forgot.
Oh yeah, well, there was that, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's fine. Anyway, okay. Make perception checks, Eldon with advantage.
Oh.
I will roll a natural 1. Oh.
Wow, this coffee must be positively enchanting.
Wait, I rolled 2
That
natural
dude.
20s in a row. What is
Damn,
it?
boy!
Okay. Yeah. Anna, you're doing great, honey. Anyway,
You're doing great.
The rest of you, as Eldon's kind of leading you over, you happen to notice that Eldon, you're heading towards like basically where one of these giant spider legs is actually like reaching into the ground.
Oh no.
And yeah, especially Chad and Armala, you might have an idea of what this might result in.
Motherfuckers.
So, as you get close up to Eldon's just like, alright, and here we are, and you basically find it having been completely... The entire area has been sort of scoured, and again, this giant leg is just slammed right down into the ground, right where that racetrack that you knew used to be.
Oh. Although kind of rub under his eye. Like he's not quite crying, but he is like it's like the kind of the same motion of it. Like he's like that upset. Well, fuck. Well, I mean, we're here. Let's explore. And Eldon's actually gonna take us. They're gonna go start walk out right up to the spider leg thing and is going to examine it, see what it's doing.
Yeah. Make either investigation or arcana.
Okay.
Guys, I hate it here. It's too sad.
The 25.
Okay.
Double 25. That's funny.
So basically this whole leg is like a giant... It's not just like one solid piece, but it's cobbled together kind of as a more of like a structure. But the main purpose of it is basically this giant like vacuum pipe that is buried heavily far underground that seems to be like basically sucking up something. You would figure it's some sort of like mineral or material that's probably being processed up in the main building itself.
Right.
but it's massive. This is covering like a big plot of land.
Right.
And again, you can see many of these all scattered around the city.
Right. Hey, Armala. I'm curious.
What? Yeah.
You know what you guys like? Do you know what these what mineral from Zelenia these things are processing?
Uh, just like just stuff that can be used to refine into, uh, you know, steel and stuff like that we use. I think.
Okay.
Just various metals for buildings or equipment or anything like that.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, maybe when we're back, we go back up to your to the company building. Like we need to get the ship from there, so I'd like to do that before before this evening. So maybe we'll have our day, and towards the end of the day, we'll mosey over there. We'll get we'll go out, maybe check what these things are processing, and then get the ship, fly it down to the ship stop, and then we can have dinner. In the meantime, I like to head to like either the equivalent of a library or an internet cafe.
Yeah, like you say, there is sort of like a sort of across to like an internet cafe, and again, you mentioned like for example like a pizza place or whatever,
Yeah.
that was by the racetrack, and that's
Right.
still there, as you
Oh.
know, right on the edge of the land.
Sure, okay. Oh, hey, sweet! They still have the pizza place here. Cool.
All right, yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to. We're gonna go. It's like the internet cafe place is sort of near the pizza place.
Yeah, like right next to each other.
Okay, cool. So let's go. We just had breakfast, so let's go to the internet place. We'll go there, and then Eldon is gonna give himself a brief I guess like review or study of the like geography of Zelenia, particularly like the inner layers of it.
You mean Tirana?
Thank you, Tirana, and kind of compare like the sort of like any public records that there might be of the Neos company, like operations.
Yeah, I won't even have you roll for this. Let's just say, you find again a lot of like kind of generic sort of like news stories about like you know from a while ago about the company moving in and setting up shop and you know about employment and stuff like that. And you see a bit about like how after a little bit more digging you find that they seem to be again just extracting just a lot of the various kind of minerals and stuff from underground. There's not really anything like in specific they're looking for. It's just kind of just anything that they think would be useful. And you do find some stories in part of this too about how there have been some like you know some kind of small like little earthquakes or like ground collapses that have actually happened in some areas. But you also hear that in part of the story you see the company like basically paying people who get affected by it.
Okay. So is there any think being made about making the planet unstable or training, or messing up the ecosystem, anything like that?
there's some small stuff in terms of like, some displacement of vegetation and stuff, and again, just the right around like the legs they dig into the earth. There's some issues about some of the land that people point to, but there's nothing like you can't find anything that would like affect like the whole planet or anything beyond just what's around here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I mean, seems legit. I mean, just with the information we have available here. All right, guys. Is there anything else anyone else wants to check out while we're here, or should we go get some pizza?
I have no issue. Move on whenever.
Yeah, nothing in particular.
Okay. Well, let's go get some pizza. Pizza.
Ooh.
So we'll go get some Delft pizza.
What style of pizza would be Delft pizza?
Deep dish.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Delft is Chicago.
Yeah,
Actually, it's not the first time I've had that thought. This
I
time.
mean, no, like it gives me like, especially for some reason with the music and the way the city's being described, it gives me Chicago vibes for some reason.
No, that's cool.
I get
That's
cyberpunk vibes.
I wasn't specifically going for that, but I'm not against it.
Cool.
I know
All right.
it's your world and Ellen's home planet.
That's okay.
So, like, Zelenia is San Francisco and Delft is Chicago.
Zelenia was like New York.
Zelenia is like
or-
ultra advanced New York, basically, is a better way to
Okay,
describe
gotcha.
It's cyberpunk.
Like Coruscant. Yeah.
Zelenia is more actual cyberpunk, yeah.
Mhm.
Although
Okay.
maybe a little bit nicer, but
Mhm.
then again, you haven't really. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Please tell me we have our own Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, silly dingus.
That'd be great.
It's just Keanu Reeves is just following you around constantly like a boombox, just like playing this music.
He sets the tone.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Hmm.
Woot.
Okay. Well. Let's see. So yeah, you could head over to that.
Cool.
Grab some of the pizza.
Excellent.
Anything specific for anything? I don't know.
Okay, we'll do that, and then yeah. While we're eating Delft deep dish, Eldon will ask Armala, "Hey, so what do you think of the city of Delft? Now you've gotten to explore it a bit and seen some of the highlights. I'm sorry we couldn't go racing. Like he says this like not being like again like with his dad, like he's not being sarcastic or passive aggressive like he was actually. He's like, yeah, no, it would be cool to show you this, but I'm not blaming you at all that it's not there.
Mm-hmm. She still looks like she's distracted and not really, in focus. But when you talk to her, she says like, "Oh, it's fine, I guess."
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I was so eager to see the stars and go someplace different when I was first here, but when I grew up here, but now it always feels so good to come back.
Yeah.
How is it being home for you? I mean, honestly, it didn't look that much fun, but...
Oh, I mean, well, this isn't, like, home.
Oh, right.
I mean, grew up, of course, on Lavia.
Sure.
I've only been here... Well, only the second time I've been here. And first time was just briefly for some meeting. I don't remember.
Right. Well, when you first got here this last time, like, what did you do? Or what did your family need you to do? They seem pretty adamant that you come.
Something about some minister meeting or something. They said we had to all be there to keep up appearances or something. I don't know. Really
Oh,
boring. Just a
that's no
bunch of
fun.
people never met before talking about stuff that I don't care about.
Gotcha. It was really cool that you broke away from that and joined the military and get focused on things you do care about.
I don't know. I mean, I just didn't feel like I had anything to do with.
Yeah.
I knew I could. All I thing I could do is I knew I could punch people.
Well, the Selenian Empire has certainly put that, or military has put that to use.
Yeah.
So how much longer are you going to be here, you think?
I don't know. Every time I ask, they just say later.
What do you think they'd say if you told them you were leaving?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're a grown-ass woman, you do what you want, and it's your family, but same time, you're a grown-ass woman, you should be able to do what you want.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything else
Alright, well-
anyone wants to say, or what's if not, what's the plan for where we're headed next?
Well, I think if that's it, I think we'll mosey back to the Neos company, just kind of like through different, like kind of like back alleys. We'll take a Delph subway at some point. We're gonna just see different, different city sites, kind of thing. Actually, you know what? Maybe I think Eldon will inadvertently sort of tour or kind of casually, not inadvertently, will casually tour the different sites at which the Neos company is having its like mineral draining things, and just like looking at like just taking a look around like the different places that that are around it, and seeing like how those have affected the immediate areas that they were put into.
Are you sort of specifically looking at the one that's like where the racetrack was, or like the various ones as you kind of walk back towards?
It's ones as we walk back towards the epicenter of the company building.
Yeah, I'll say that each one is surrounded by like a fair bit of empty land, which, as you would know from living in Delph, empty land in Delph is like non-existent because
Right, yeah.
So it looks really
Like,
weird.
they're like parks and like open spaces, but they're always but it's always filled.
There's nothing. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing that's just nothing. And again, these lands are mostly like, again, they're bare. There's like nothing there. And that said, as you get sort of closer, you can tell that like some of the areas you pass, that they would have been installed earlier. Just based on what it looks like, the equipment and stuff, it looks a little bit older. And around those places, there is like empty land around it, but you can sort of see like what might look like sort of the remnants of buildings that maybe were closer and then later sort of like demolished a bit later.
Gotcha. Oh. Interesting that they have to have a bunch of space around them like this. And then just like, I guess to take a look at each of the machines in turn, as well as like the area around them, and just like using his knowledge of machinery to know, like if these seem like they're like stable, if they're gonna hold, or if they're at all risky.
Do again insight or arcana check.
Okay.
Or investigation or arcana. Sorry, not insight.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as you can tell, I mean, it looks sturdy. Looks stable enough. Doesn't look like it's just gonna completely like crack and fall apart.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, seems like good workmanship. That's good. That's good. That's a relief. All right, so let's unless anybody else wants to do anything else, let's head on back to the Neos company building.
Hooray!
Okay. Are you okay? So, what are you specifically kind of aiming to do here?
Going into the company building.
And yeah, and then doing what while you're there?
Oh, wanting to go see if we can get as close as we can to where those big spider tendril leg things are processing minerals, to see what minerals they're processing and what they're doing with it.
Okay. So again, as you kind of head back towards where you came out the first time, again,
Yeah.
the guards who are there's two Zlinian guards, and as they see you come in again, they see Armala, who's still distracted, not really paying attention to anything.
Right.
She, they see her and kind of wave you in.
Mhm.
And as you're kind of going up, she's sort of like, I guess she'll sort of ask you on the lift up. She's like, "Wait, what are we doing here again?" And then, Eldon, you say that.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Oh, yeah, sure. I guess I can get that."
That would be great.
And so you head up, and you remember that you pass up, actually higher. Well, okay, so you remember when you first landed, you were up near the top of this building, right? And then you went down a bit to get to the sort of packaging area where Murnick was working.
Right.
The elevator going up stops kind of between the two. And Armala kind of leads you out, and at this point, it's to a very large chamber that's actually very loud. And it's not like painfully loud, but it's it's loud, and it's the lighting in here is actually like not it's that kind of like factory lighting that's like really harsh, and the idea is that like every single square inch of this place has a light shining on it in some way.
Right.
And you can see that there's basically just massive vats and containers that are constantly being sort of filled while you have workers sort of trying to process things out of them, that of just tons of different types of rocks, and it seems like they're trying to basically be sorted with both workers and also like factory like robotic kind of stuff, sorting them into different groups and categories and stuff like that before they seem to be kind of put on what do you call them, the moving things.
Mm-hmm.
My mind's saying
Conveyor belts.
Conveyor belt. Yeah, thank you. I was like treadmill's not the right word. But yeah.
Ooh, treadmills.
Like similar mechanism,
Yeah.
just different use.
Yeah.
A little smaller.
And then
Hamster wheels.
yeah, and these are again they're getting put onto those, and those
Good
are
one.
all kind of being sent toward like the middle of the room, where
Yeah.
depending on what the mineral actually is, it's sort of being deposited into like a different sort of pipe that seems to be leading down,
Mm-hmm.
and then it kind of goes down below the floor, so you can't really see from there.
Okay. Huh. Oh, it seems like they are taking a lot. And does it match up with what like the public records were saying about them? And
Mm-hmm.
okay, cool.
You can see that the workers here again are Taurenar, and they look like again they look almost like they're factory, they look more like factory workers, but also they look even more tired and like just greasy and dirty and just like than the people
like
you
downtrodden.
than you met last time. Yeah, they don't look
Right.
like they're like abused or anything, but they definitely look like what they're doing is not pleasant and they'd rather not be doing it.
Sure, yeah. Wow. Okay. Real, I was like, I think I've seen.
And so Armala, as she kind of leaves, she just kind of gestures out and is like, yeah, so this is where stuff is processed or something. And, she's kind of like, she's again still not really focused. At the same time, she's also her attitude is sort of kind of like, it's kind of a like, why do you care? Kind of look at you, kind of. No, she's not like being actively like hostile or anything. She's just sort of like, this is it, I guess. I don't know why you really care, but okay.
Like it's like the relevance.
Yeah.
To Eldon of this to Eldon is not connecting with her. Yeah. No, just curious to see like what they're doing with the planet minerals and everything, and seems like a this definitely seems like a dirty job. Well, I think we've stared long enough. Let's. Well, I guess there's a like. Can we see where that pipe goes down to? Is there access to that?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean that just kind of leads down to where you were yesterday.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, I think we're good to go get the ship now. Did you want to go? Did you want to see if we could say hi to your dad before we left, or did you want to hang out here more, or what?
Wait, left? What do you mean left?
Oh, as in, do you want to go say hi to your dad before we go up and we get the ship that we landed here? And fly it over to the ship stop. Or is there something else you'd like to, or is there something else you wanted to show us or do here?
Well, she sort of says, like, she says, okay. She's like, wait, she says, like, wait, left, what do you mean? And then you answer, she goes, like, oh, so you're not just, like, leaving?
No. No, I mean, no. Like, no, we've only been here, a day, a night and a day, like. No reason to leave. I'm just gonna like dip in and be like, "Hi, Armala, bye, Armala." I mean, you asked people come hang out with.
Yeah. So. Anyone can roll an insight check.
Natural 1, let's go, baby.
Oh.
Sometimes the dice give it.
Oh
Sometimes,
my lord!
Wait, is that like
Can I
the?
roll higher than a 10, please?
Yeah, wow. Arizona.
sometimes the dice give it. Sometimes it gives it to someone else. I guess.
Or they just take
They
it.
can take it
Sometimes
away,
they just
yeah.
take it.
Okay.
Even my insight's not that great.
Let's say again, Eldon, and I'll say Neri. You would. That's good. You can good enough. You can tell that when Eldon basically says like, "Oh no, we're not just gonna leave." She actually looks a little disappointed.
Irian kind of like leans in and she's like, why do we even need to stay here anyway? Or why do your parents even need you here anyway?
I don't know. That's what I was saying.
Well, like, how long have you been here already? Like a month?
Well, no, not that long. Just like a week. She basically, if you remember, she had to leave. Like it was after the cruise. She had to go. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell them to let you in on what the big secret is, or you're walking. No point in making you wait around for some nebulous shit to happen. Plus, like, what's stopping them from just calling you over once the big important thing happens, right? It wouldn't take you that long to get over here if you just get on the next fastest ship.
Yes. No, Eldon will nudge Anna and Chad. Mine is the fastest ship.
Congratulations, Eldon. I'm really happy for you.
My ship is bigger than your ship.
That's fucking Lulu's picked it. Like, thanks, Chad. I really Wait a minute. Sarcasm, I sense thy presence.
Otto will just say, "Well, considering the state of the ship racing, you probably do have the fastest ship in the entire city."
Excellent. Oh shit, yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm happy, but I'm also sad.
Right. Exactly.
Armella just like looks uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like she doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Here, how about we just head back to Eldon's parents' place? You know, have somewhere where there's not so many sticks up so many asses, and try to come up with something better.
Okay, I guess.
Sounds good.
Look, man, we can't answer this question for you. It's up to you.
Yeah, and we're your friends. I mean, you need
But
help.
I know it's gonna be you who gets hit with the shrapnel if things blow up.
Yeah.
Since it's your family.
Yeah. But hey, we're your friends. You can always be honest with us. Let us know what's going on. And, whatever you need, we're there for you. Right, Chad?
Dad says yes.
Chad says yes.
I suppose he's just wondering. Okay, why is everyone asking me things?
Right. It's sort of like,
Why
now
are
that
they
I
talking to
prevented
me?
Eldon
My
from...
social anxiety.
now that I prevented Eldon from...
I'm paid to
taking
kill, not
violent
paid to
revolt.
chill.
Right, it's like, I don't know what else is going on here.
Netflix and kill.
Oh god.
Feelings?
I mean, Armala and Yuri could get up to that.
So could Chad and what's her name?
Oh yeah.
Sudoku.
No.
No. God, no.
No, Sudoku's already doing that with Double Trouble.
Jesus. Yeah.
But she's not peeling them off the furniture.
Right. think Sudoku is probably one of the only beings that could keep up with Double Trouble, or give him a run for his money, or give them a run for their money.
Armala just sort of, again, all of this, just like, yeah, I guess, okay.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's mosey on up and we'll go get the ship. We still need to name it.
Okay, yeah, you can head up there, and, along the way, like, you don't pass anyone. I mean, like, okay, once you get, leave the area where the workers were, stuff like that, but, yeah,
Sure.
you don't pass, like, in either of her parents, or her siblings, or any sort of ministers, or even any just other random people. It's all empty, kind of, up in that area where you were before.
Huh. Hey, Armala, do you know where everyone went? I mean, think of a big building like this, if you have a lot of people running around.
I guess, I don't know, just doing stuff.
Okay.
But, here's your ship.
Oh, yay! So we get up to like the kind of like ship landing port place.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool. All right. Well, let's everyone pile in, and we'll head on down to the Asher's ship stop. And then we'll get some dinner. We'll figure out what we're doing next.
Yeah.
We're actually
What?
before we go, like Eldon's gonna I mean, do you guys kind of want to know what what everybody's doing? I'm kind of curious. I mean, we're already up here. Might as well go take a peek around, see what's happening.
Again, if you want to.
Okay, Donna, Nereid, Armala, what do y'all think?
You're talking about just the emptiness of the corporation right now?
Well, yeah, I want to go peek around and see if they're having some big dinner or whatever.
Yeah, they could be having happy hour. Usually it's around this time.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure.
Cool. All right, yeah, let's go walk around, see if we can find people. And Eldon will walk. We'll kind of walk back into the building, and we'll first head over to head through the giant lobby, and then kind of go towards the Armala's dad's office that we went to yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you go there, and are you just gonna sort of just try to open the doors, or?
I want to put my ear to the door.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, rogue doing a rogue thing.
Okay. You are very confident that you don't hear anything.
Okay. Very confident that I don't hear anything, you guys. All right, well, let's go check out their banquet hall.
I guess, well, okay, if you remember the walk down to over to the lift last time, and you saw, and then you saw her mom and sister kind of walking out, and they were sitting there set up dinner or something, and so you saw which way they went.
Yeah.
When you did, so I presume you're basically gonna go over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go after a bit, and you do see what looks like, one of those sort of dining rooms. It's a dining room, but it almost looks like one of those like big like conference rooms instead. It looks like a weird kind of cross between the two. Though there is like on the side of one of the walls you get to see that which kind of like opens up to like a very large kitchen that presumably they don't work themselves. But again, you don't see anybody.
Curiouser and curiouser. Maybe they're going to check out that new energy source. Let's go peek down there. And Eldon will lead the way that way. So we're gonna head down to where where Armala showed us the like, giant cube thing, or the
that thing.
disintegration cube.
Yeah, well, something that recently showed up, so maybe they're putting it to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you head down there, as you kind of approach you head down into the lift, and then you have to kind of get out into a hallway, and as you head over kind of down the hallway to get to where that room was, you turn the corner and you see actually some Zelenian kind of guards standing in front of that door.
Mm-hmm. Hey there, gentlemen, and says Eldon, waving a hand, and then he'll step to the side and like and kind of get in step with Armala so that she's taking the lead.
Even with as Armala kind of is stepping up for that, the two, both of them, just sort of, kind of, just say, "Sorry, no one's allowed in." And Armala kind of looks like she's like, yeah, she kind of like at first she like doesn't like register what they said, and she's still like about to just like open the door anyway, and then she's like, "Wait, what?" And they said. And they sort of said, "That's the order. No one in, no one out, except the boss."
Wait, so Mr. Neos is in there by himself?
We do not have to disclose that information.
Why can't anybody go in there?
They just sort of kind of look down at you, and they clearly like they're not like super aggressive against you, but they're clearly just like they give you a look of like, "Stop bothering us."
Right.
And they just sort of say, "It is none of your business. Please leave."
Oh, then we'll look to Armala. How's she reacting to this?
Give me some more insight, baby.
Sure, let's see.
I'm going to get a natural 1.
27.
I manifest
15.
the nat 1. Manifesting the nat 1.
Oh,
Yes.
what are these rolls? Like
Damn, you good.
Like everyone's really good, and then there's Aaron. Like, how it's been
Poor
like, this whole
Aaron.
time.
Anna
Aaron
kinda getting
really
fucked
likes
right
this cup of
now.
coffee.
The karma is like building up for Aaron's like save the party, save the world roll.
It's because of the
Climactic.
spoon.
I feel like,
Yes.
I feel like Anna, you've rolled like 3 nat 2s or something.
I mean, the spoon's reflection looks nice, so...
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice, you
Anna-
want to savor.
Anna turning into
Hard
Saber.
to
That
look
would be a
anywhere
thing.
else.
Yeah, okay, so she... At first she just looks confused, but then she
Right.
starts looking pissed.
Mhm.
And she's just like, "Well, what the fuck do you mean he's the only one that gets in? Why can't I get in? Don't I mean anything around here?" And they just sort of, the guards don't even really kind of look at her. They just say, "Those are the orders."
Okay. Well, keep doing the hard work, boys. We use fills our hearts with tears of joy, which you people do. All right, let's go, guys.
So are you heading back to where your ship was?
I want to go back to Mr. Neos's office.
Okay. While you're kind of, so are you? Okay, so as you're going back up there, again, Armala's just like looks kind of pissed.
Yeah.
And so I guess she thinks you're gonna be going back to the ship, so she's kind of like just goes right past his office and is about to keep going.
Mm-hmm. Armala, this way.
Huh? What?
We're gonna go in here.
Why?
See what your dad's up to. We are representatives of the Selenian military. It is our duty to safeguard, like the universe, and investigate any operations to see that they are operating up to snuff. And with this, Eldon will push the door open.
The door is locked.
You know what? Like, I am a class for that. What do I have?
The door is locked.
This video has been sponsored by Masterclass.
Always told
Alright,
me.
let me see.
The Great Courses Plus.
I'm going to unlock the
Yeah,
door.
that's what it is. Great Christmas Plus. Do you ever want to learn about lockpicking? Me too.
Okay. You can do sleight of hand.
Perfect.
Hmm.
18.
Hmm.
The GM is currently delivering over whether an 18 will break us into the office or not.
She was hoping you'd just roll like a 25 and I wouldn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, can I give him a guidance?
Understandable.
Yes. Roll
Okay,
your
roll a
So-
d4.
What am I rolling?
A d4.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Please. Please. Oh,
Okay.
you
We
fucking
have
knew
a
it. I
19
knew that was
now,
gonna
folks.
happen.
Okay, you know what? No, I got this. Okay, so you, as you're like, you know what? I could do this. You're flagging with the lock, and you're like, wait, got it. And it opens, and then as you open the door, part of the lock actually like falls off and falls out of the door.
Perfect. Oh, oops. Shit. Crap. I mean,
Well, that's not subtle.
no, well, we can fix it when we come back. Eldon will pick the piece of broken lock or the piece of lock and put it in his pocket as he walks into the office.
Okay. I mean, you saw it when you kind of briefly barged in yesterday, and
Sure.
it looks again nobody in there, but it looks everything seems to be in the same kind of place as it was. There's, desk in the middle, with some, of course, with like a computer terminal on it, but also some objects, and there's also some like books or no, not books. There's some there's like shelving on the side, but it seems to be full of like hard drives or other sort of pieces of tech that he might need for various things.
Okay.
And Armella
Alright.
just sort of kind of stands by the door, just looking like she just doesn't give a shit what's happening right now.
Cool. Would be a lot more awkward if she was upset. So,
Yes, you're not upset. Cool. Let's go.
what I'm doing must be right.
She doesn't look angry at me.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go and explore. I'm gonna go. Is there like a data pad or something like that he's got up here, like something like a computer?
Yeah, on the desk.
All right. Well, Eldon is going to have to squat down and jump into the seat, and then like grab the desk, and, like pull himself forward because this dude's a Goliath. There's like 7 to 9 feet tall, and Elton's like 3.5 feet tall. And it's just like okay, and so
Is that ergonomic enough? You're gonna strain your neck.
That should be okay for now.
Miriam grabs like a pile of documents and like sets it under Eldon.
Thank you. And Eldon is going to open his data pad thing and see if he can pull up any recent documents or charts or whatever this guy's. Or it's like, oh, somebody stand watch, and if he's coming, let me know.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Oh.
23.
Okay. You do a bit of digging, and what is there anything you're specifically looking for?
Information on why he might have met with the 2 Zelenian council members, anything to do with the new disintegrating energy source, or anything to do with the mineral drainage of the planet.
When you say disintegrating energy source, what do you mean?
The thing that Armala showed us that came through the portal.
Ah, that. Okay, right. So you find, I guess, like emails, between him and one of the ministers, basically saying that, they're talking about how they want to meet up to discuss a deal and a re-upping of a contract. Although there isn't anything specific that's given in the emails about what the contract is for.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's something where, like, they've done this before and they're basically saying, hey, we need to do this again. It's like, okay, yeah, cool, fine, whatever, great. So
okay, yeah.
There's that. In terms of the minerals and stuff, you find there's like a spreadsheet of basically they're sort of giving a general overview of like how much is coming in versus how much is going out, and therefore profit and that kind of stuff for each of the stuff.
Right.
And again, you see various types of minerals that are part of Tirana. Nothing particularly stands out to you as like, oh, this is like super dangerous or anything like that. It's just a bunch of kind of random stuff. And you can see that their profit motive is very high. Their percentage is very high, and they're making a lot. It seems like they're you see actually specifically there's like a row or something that talks about because there's rows for like expenses, and part of it is like employee salary, and then in upkeep costs, and like you notice for a part that talks about like upkeep, like infrastructure or like upkeep or safety or maintenance or whatever. That number is actually suspicious. It's like, to you, it's surprisingly low. Next to that, though, is a column that basically says like, what's the word? It's when you're paying like after, like if something bad happens and you're paying afterwards to like fix it. What's the word?
Reparations?
Yeah, sure. I guess that's the word.
Okay.
But you see that column?
Well, that's more like I'm like apologetic payments, like paying afterwards to fix it. I'm not quite sure what the word is.
I guess just paying damages.
Yeah, I guess like damage control or like something like that. Anyway, the column that's describing that kind of stuff. That number is higher than you think it should be. That said, it's not like their profit's still very high, basically. So
profit is high. Damage, the amount that they're going to pay, and they budget for is the amount that they budget for damages, or the amount that they have already paid in damages?
Have already paid.
Ooh, okay. And then what was the third number? Or third value?
It was just like it was like maintenance and upkeep. Low? So yeah, so basically I'm saying that like the money that they're spending to try to prevent things from going wrong is low. The money that they're paying after something has gone wrong and they're trying to fix it is high.
Right, okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, but again, even with that, it's high from what you would expect, but it's still like their profit is way up anyway.
Sure. Okay. Does not seem like the most effective business practice.
Yeah, and then last thing was about the material, and this was you find sort of what seems to be like an experiment log of basically testing. You see like a moment of it starts a few days ago. Actually, it starts over a week ago, where so it starts maybe a week or so after the initial like portal thing happened is when this sort of experiment log begins.
Okay.
And it basically lists at like, here's all this stuff that was sort of like put in this thing, like what happened, and it's all just like, you know, disintegrated, blah blah blah. Everything's kind of all the same.
Yeah.
And it does mention at one point there is an incident report where apparently some of it kind of got out of the little like opening when they were trying to like put something in there in this sort of shield. And apparently it said that it talks about how it was like it was starting to like damage the surrounding room, and it also, you notice, it seemed to be apparently able to move on its own. But it says eventually it says contained using high-powered electric fields.
Oh, that is interesting. Well,
and that was maybe I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago.
Okay. Anything in his notes about what's going to happen in like future experiments or plans for it?
You just see a note that basically says like, how do I want to phrase this? Research team basically saying like research team should be focused on devising methods of collecting energy released from the disassembly process.
Oh.
So it seems like basically the plan is that this thing is able to basically, you know, disintegrate basically any sort of material into part and make it as part of itself. And doing that does release some energy. So the idea is that if there's some way we could figure out to sort of harness that energy, or possibly somehow figure out how it's doing this, and then maybe make a machine itself to kind of do this on their own, to possibly not just sort of like transfer like, you know, a material like into more of just this thing, but maybe transfer material into a different type of material that doesn't require like insanely high powered stuff.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, that is interesting. Yeah. I think that's about it. All right, so I'm gonna close everything out, make it as much as like I was never here. Even like move the chair back to where it was before I hopped in it. Will help and I'll help Nereid and whoever else like restock the documents that I was using as a seat booster, or where they were, as neat as we can, and is back in or as the same order or closest to the same order we could get them as we can.
Okay, if you're doing that, make make investigation rolls.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, everyone make an investigation roll.
Manifesting the natural one.
Fucking casual 30 investigation, goddamn.
Right.
Damn, boy.
I'm not quite sure why my investigation is so high.
Top 20.
There's intelligence and my.
If you have expertise with it, then yeah, that's right.
Well, maybe I do, but I didn't think I gave investigation expertise. But no, maybe I did.
Okay, I can math. Okay, that's a total of
Hi.
88.
So 22 average.
Yes.
Are there butt prints on the top piece of paper?
And Ella didn't get grease or pizza sauce on his keyboard.
It's like it's after you did all of this, you're just like, oh damn it, why did I eat those Cheetos?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So it looks quite good that you all sort of fixed everything up back to where you did it.
Mhm.
But yeah. So as you get back up over to the door, though, again you have like pieces of the lock still.
Mhm.
So
I have. I have like mechanics tools or something like. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, you're
Here we
the
go.
engineer. Can you just put this lock back together?
Oh, I did have thieves tools too. Okay. Okay. So, will you take carpenter's tools or thieves tools to fix this?
let's do carpenter's tools.
Okay.
Ooh, fancy. Ooh.
Okay.
Fix the lock.
You think it seems like you fixed it.
Cool. All right.
Armal as you sort of come out, Armal's just like, okay, are we done?
Yeah, well, not one more thing. Are there any cameras around this place? Like, especially in your dad's office? Actually, I'm just going to ask her. He's going to look around and see if he sees any cameras.
Anna will look also.
That would have been good to look for before we started rummaging.
Everyone's a critic. You're totally right.
Do we roll to look?
Yeah, perception.
I'm manifesting the nat 1 for someone.
Oh.
I'm manifesting that 1 reverse psychology. Acceptable.
Mhm.
18.
3 18s and then a 25. Okay. See, I didn't think about this beforehand, and now I'm not sure which one I should go.
No cameras, we're good.
Yeah.
Well, because part of me is like, it's his private office. He would obviously have cameras. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, this is basically like their house. Like, why would he have like cameras? Like, if it's for like family.
Right, especially in his office.
So
You'd be surprised.
I know.
Depends on
but
how
that's-
paranoid he
exactly,
was.
well, exactly. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know.
Might
But
give
it's
some
also like,
stuff
if he's up to
away.
shady business, he'd probably be like, I don't want any video record of this in my office.
Right, yeah.
Right. And also, I'm like, okay, if I say there are cameras, then I'm like, well, then do I have any plan at all for like how we're gonna deal with that? I'm gonna just say no.
Okay. Sounds good. Right, well then let's head on back to the ship. And we will get on the ship and fly down to the Ashworth ship stop.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. So yeah, as you come back in, yes, you land on a, I don't know. I imagine Eldon would have his own special spot that's always kind of like prepared for him.
Cool.
It's sort of like the whole thing where it's like, you leave for college and your bedroom stays how it is, sort of.
Mhm.
That includes the Eldon's parking spot. So you got that. You're gonna like kind of head down for dinner, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so head down again, you see kind of pretty much a similar sight to at least what you saw before, although there are more people down there now for like a dinner than there were before for
Mhm.
breakfast in terms of general people. But again, you see again, Lily and Holly Rose again working with the behind the counter. You don't see Murnick.
Hey, Mom. Hey, sis. How's the day been?
Oh, same as usual.
Cool. You guys know where Dad is?
I think he's fixing something over in his shop.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, yeah. I'll pop in and say hi to him before I get dinner. So then we'll hop down and go into the mechanic shop and see if we can find Murnick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see that he seems to be fixing up sort of like someone's like a drone. It just seems to be it's like a personal drone that could be used to kind of do various small things. So it seems like this is maybe just kind of some random job that, someone's having him do.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. How's it going?
Oh, hey, it's all right. Just getting some of the other work done.
Very cool. Hey, you don't usually work on drones. Who's this for?
Oh, one of the family down the street. They had their shop kind of get closed recently, so figured I might as well help fix this for them.
I'll bet they appreciate that a lot. Cool. Hey, so we were back up in the Neos corporation today, and apparently they're the CEO guy's it was in there with that new energy source material that they've been cultivating lately. Do you know if there was anything scheduled for that?
No. Wait, so what is this new energy thing you're talking about? I never heard this before.
Huh. Well, and Eldon will describe it to him. It's like this like energy cube thing that came through those portals, like you saw on the news. This one came through in a portal that appeared in the Neos company building, and instead of some creature coming through, or some energy source thing came through, or something came through that disintegrated anything it touched, and the company was able to contain it, and they've been utilizing the reaction it has when it melts matter to produce energy.
See, yeah, I've definitely not heard of this before, and I'll be honest, this sounds troubling.
Yeah.
Something that powerful, that looks like could be real dangerous, and especially if they're not telling anyone about it.
Yeah, that leads to more questions.
Time for government oversight.
Right. I mean, yeah, did you know they've got like their finances whacked? Seems like they allocate a lot to building things and fixing things when they go wrong, but not terribly a lot to preventative measures.
I mean, from what I've heard about stuff that's happened every now and then, that kind of checks out.
Oh. Alvin will actually we'll start helping him with the drone a little bit as they're like kind of at this point as they're talking, since he's kind of like talking to him, kind of holding him up. So yeah, we walked around and saw the places that they've drilled down and into the planet to pull out like all kinds of minerals, and we went to where they got sorted, and oof, boy, does that look like a dirty, miserable job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's doing any, like, really bad harm to the planet, but not necessarily good either.
Yeah. Look, I don't exactly like what's going on, and obviously, if there's some way to just snap my fingers and have him be gone, I'd do it. But life doesn't work like that.
No. No. And it's hard because it's not like real. It's like overt harm. It's relatively subtle, and they do pay damages, and they do help people, or they do get people like living accommodations elsewhere if they have to be moved, or they have to move. So
It'd be nice if they didn't have to do any of that, though.
yeah, that's the real kicker, isn't it? Is there anything else? No, I think that's about it for Eldon. All right, well, I'm gonna go in. We've been running around a lot today, Dad, so we're gonna go in and get some food, just settle in. Mom and Mom and Holly Rose say that they're gonna put me to work tomorrow. He says, grinning like a little like amusement with some nostalgia in there.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
I said he's like I said, we're gonna go in. We've been walking around a lot. We're gonna get some. We're gonna go in, get some dinner, relax. Mom and Holly Rose say they're gonna put me to work here, and he's grinning like he's kind of happy about it.
They'll sort of kind of give a little bit of a chuckle and then say, "Yeah, I knew they wouldn't let you come here free forever."
Idle hands make trouble, as Mom always said. It's funny. I thought we got up to more trouble when we did stuff versus when we weren't doing anything. But anyway, hey, Dad, is there I mean, while I'm here, I mean, is there any real big work I could do to help with the just overall finances, so that you wouldn't have to work so hard to keep the family going? Like, is there anything that we could do?
He says, sort of gives kind of a sigh and says, "Look, Eldon, I don't feel comfortable asking you for money."
No. You wouldn't be asking. I'm offering. I mean, I've got a free space to come back and be in food and free food and everything. I mean, it's like an open door back home. It's not like you guys really. I left. You guys didn't kick me out, and you guys left the door open. So I mean, I really don't need much money, for myself. And you guys seem like you do, and that's okay. I mean, you've got roots here, and so. Is there any job, any good thing I could do around here that would help you guys out? I don't have much on me, but
He sort of sighs and then just says, in terms of, look, your mom and I, we built this place up ourselves, and
yeah.
If anything, all that we would want is to just be able to work on this on our own time. But
yeah,
we just can't do that right now. And that's due to lack of funds. Both due to just, some property taxes going up, but also, again, due to just not as many people here coming by as there were previously.
Yeah.
So, In terms of actual work, well, besides day-to-day stuff that I'm sure your mom will make you do anyway, there's really not much that I want from you.
All right.
We don't need work. We don't need time. We need money.
I hear that. All right. Well, if I get a windfall or anything, I'll send some your way. I mean, Lord knows you guys have done done enough for me, right? Building this whole place up while you were raising us. So this is good. Hey, have you seen Bilsher Perswiveth lately? I know Perswiveth. I know he went and worked for the. I know they think he's like. I know he's trying to do like management or whatever for the Neos company. But has Bilsh been around?
No, both been off-road for a while. I think heard Percy was transferred to another office. I think on Zelidia itself, actually.
No. No, unless I'm back home. I'm like, I'll give him a call. I'm gonna kick him in the ass for getting transferred to Zelidia, not even telling me. Jerk.
Chad's gonna lean into Anna and Yurid. And I thought I had a big family.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I thought I had a big family.
Oh.
How many brothers do you have? Like 7?
There's a total of 5 of us. In total.
Ah, I see. You know, I raised myself. I cut back to Eldon.
Oh, you did. Oh.
Well, I believe
Daenerys
before we
fucking
cut
chasing
back,
someone's dog off their lawn.
I was just thinking too.
Digger!
Right, like, yeah, after that comment, there's like a Family Guy-esque or like that the TV show Leverage, where there's like a cutscene explanation of what happened. It's like Miriam like eating, like attacking someone's dog on their yard. And then back to Elvin. All right, yeah. So I'll give Percy a call and just send a thing out to Bilsh and let him see if we ever cross paths. Yeah, I'll leave you to it, Dad. See you at dinner.
Yep, be finishing up soon.
Cool. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go get some dinner. So we'll settle in. We'll get some dinner, and then. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, there were 2. Yes, I think there were 2 things. So, Eldon is actually going to get on his data pad, and it's going to look up the names of the 2 council members who met with Mr. Neos, and then we'll see if he can find their like contact info or whatever, like being able to reach out to them, and or like their like answering services or whoever, and we'll request a meeting with the 2 of them together. Like that's the goal, anyway.
Yeah. You can see that there's like contact info for like their offices, quote unquote. And specifically, so you see, make sure I get this right. Yeah, okay. Okay. And you see, so the business, and again, you would tell from looking at the info and stuff that you have the business minister is Zavarn. Here, I'll put this. I'll write this in the Discord thing. Zavarn, and the industry one is which one should I do? Zuleo.
Zarn and Zuleo. Okay. Zavarn and Zuleo. Okay. Cool.
And yes, you can see sort of like a, contact their office kind of thing. But like you would
Alright.
know that it's one of those where like, yeah, you can contact them, but like good fucking luck, basically, right?
Right. Routine. Yeah. Alright. So Greetings. Greetings, insert name. Alright. Alright. Like.
Hmm. Oh, you're typing. Okay.
I'm typing them. I'm writing them a message.
Yeah.
I'd like to discuss your dealings with the Deus Corporation on Piranha. As soon as Piranha, I would like to speak like with you. Speak with you soon. Speak with you and like to speak to you soon to ensure that all is well and that there is no need for
Violence.
military intervention. Okay, like your humble servant, parentheses, also a hero of the Empire, Eldon, Murnick, Ashearth. There we go. We'll just leave that. Insert military rank. Hold up. Rank is spelled with a K, not a D. Okay, there we go. All right. So the message reads as so. To each. Sending a message to each. Greetings. Insert name. As a representative of the Zillian military and the local Toronto, I wish to speak. I would like to set up a meeting to discuss with you your dealings with the Neos Corporation on Toronto. I would like to speak to you soon to ensure that speak with you soon to ensure that all is well and that there is no need for military intervention. Your humble servant, comma, parentheses, also a hero of the Empire, and parentheses, close parentheses, Eldon Murnick Ashearth, insert military rank. And send.
Okay.
Eldon writing messages. Good times.
As after you send it and then you put it away, you immediately right as you put it away, you feel like a vibration, thinking oh my god, wait, they already responded. And you go to check, and it's just an automatic response, thank you for submitting our inquiry. Our office will get back to you as soon as possible. And it's just
motherfucker.
I hate when that happens.
Right? They do the same shit if you reach out to actors too. Pour my heart and soul into that letter. It is I mean, not this letter. So when I was a kid. Not important. Okay.
Same thing applies to most of my coworkers. So
Wait, like in real life or like
yeah, in real life.
Like, why would I respond to your email if I'm just gonna see you later? Look, I'm sorry I didn't read the tag that said time sensitive, okay?
Right.
Okay.
We'll see if anything comes of that. Or you know what we could do too, actually, is gonna set his data pad thing up, put the little leg thing there, so it's standing up, and Alden is going to call Zal or General Zal.
You mean
Not General Zal,
Hera?
sorry. Thank you. Yes, General Hera. Where did I get Zal? Zal's somebody else. Okay, never mind.
All's out there being themselves, doing something.
Imagine like the highly encrypted military information log has the same like Skype menu noise. Do 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 do.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll something.
I'm gonna manifest in that one.
Okay.
One day Zal's gonna pick up and she'll just be in the middle of a firefight. Like, what do you want?
That'd be great.
Wait,
Oh,
so
shit,
wait, are you calling Zal or Hera?
Not Zal,
Hera.
Hera.
Okay. Yeah. So I was rolling basically what time was it for her when you called. So okay. Yeah. She sort of picks up and says, yes, Eldon. Hello.
Hi, General. How goes it?
Fine enough, I guess.
So, great. I was wondering if you could do me a bit of a favor.
Depends what it
I was
is.
like, there are two Zelenian council members that I would like to speak to in regards to operations here on Tirana, and I tried to contact their offices, but got their like automatic responses. So I was wondering, and like they are council member, they're business council member, Zavarn and Zulio. I just want to talk to them. It's okay. Like if they're here on Toronto, I'd like to meet them in person. Otherwise, we can do a space Skype call.
I can try.
I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Is that
Could I
it?
reach out to anybody else to try and get a hold of them?
I mean, you know who has the most sway for any of this kind of stuff, right?
That is true. It looks. I do not yet have the Emperor on my space Skype contacts list. Should have to try that. Anyway, I should probably get that. But yeah, if you can't get a hold of him, then I'll reach out to the Emperor. I don't want to bug her too much. Anyway, that's all. That's all we got, General. Thank you.
Sure.
Great.
Do you mind me asking what this is specifically about?
This is specifically about the Neos company dealings with Zelenian government or the Zelenian Council. Just their business is growing at quite a fast rate, and it includes a lot of mining natural minerals from Zelenia. Not Zelenia, Tirana, and I'd just like to know more about it and see if there's any need for us to do any intervention or if everything's on the up and up.
I can try.
I appreciate that. That's all I ask.
Okay.
So. Cool. All right. Well, thank you. Let us know if you need anything. We're just kind of kicking it around here, showing everybody the home sites.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you, General. Appreciate your time. Long glory to the Empire.
Okay. Let's actually take a brief break here,
Sounds good.
and then we'll see if anything happens.
Cool.
Also, I just need to think about some stuff right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Totally legit.
Okay. So, everyone went to eat dinner, correct? I believe that's where we're at.
Yeah, should be.
Right. So yeah, we're like kind of. I think we're having dinner right now. I think.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Okay. Is there? Well, I will say again, while you're eating, again, Armala still looks just pissed. I guess if anyone wants to talk with her, or if anyone has anything else to say to anybody.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. You said Armala looks pissed.
Yeah.
Irid leans in again. She's like, "You want to talk about it?"
It's just... Why the fuck am I even here? I know you were saying this earlier, but like, god damn it. I can't fucking do anything. It's like you're just supposed to just sit here and just shut up and just exist, apparently. It's like, why the fuck does it even matter? I just want to fucking leave. At least I can do shit somewhere else.
I mean, why not just leave then?
Well, because I didn't actually have a way of leaving.
Eldon will kind of like whistle and then and then he'll like make like a like he'll make like he'll lay his hand like he'll lay one hand flat and put the other hand on top of it and like make like a or like make his other hand like go up as if it's like flying away, ding, and then just go like back to sipping his beer.
And she sort of sees him do that and turns back to Nereid and says, like, you know, when he was saying you're gonna look for his ship, that's why I kind of hoping you were just gonna just fucking leave and take me with you.
Look, I mean, Eldon wants to do shit here because, you know, this is his place. Which I'm not gonna argue with him about because it's Eldon's place and I'd be kind of fucked up if I did. The thing is, I'm also kind of nervous about, you know, pissing off the bigwig. I guess what I'm getting at is tell them that you're just, I don't know, be upfront with them. What do you need me here for? If you don't need me here for anything important, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And again, if you need us to be there with you while you have that conversation with them, we can do that. Chad has big guns. Donna's got a creepy book. Nereid's your girlfriend and kicks ass with a trident. Then there's me. He just grins.
Neri gives you kind of a noogie, Eldon. She's like, "You're not just you, Eldon."
Aw, thanks, Nereid. Yeah, but we got you, girl.
Well, go tomorrow, I guess.
Perfect.
I mean, couldn't
But,
you just like text your folks and be like, "So, what exactly do you need me for?" Or like, "Hey, I need to talk to you. You make time in your very busy and important schedule to talk to your own offspring."
I mean, at that point, they would, even if they finally were like, okay, sure, let's talk, they'd still want me to just go up there anyway, so let's just go up there and force them to talk, I guess.
Fair enough.
And then she kind of looks over at Eldon and is like, look, sorry I'm being a bitch about this. I know this is supposed to be important for you.
No, I thank you for telling us why you are feeling this way. I totally get it now. Like, there isn't really much, like, unless something that comes up tomorrow, there really isn't much else for us to do here. Though, kind of looks around. I mean, I am enjoying visiting my family. So at least I want at least one more day, and then we can get you off planet and back there, and then I can swing back around for a longer visit. No need to keep you someplace you're uncomfortable, like for my sake. Unless there's not something else actually going on that we're doing, or that we're doing.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you feel any better here? He kind of gestures around at the ship stop than up there. I mean, here's at least like friendly folk, and you're out and away from whatever. Or is this uncomfortable too?
It's better, I guess.
Sure. Okay, cool. Glad it's at least better.
I'm just gonna go to bed.
Alright.
And she's just gonna sort of like, she'll have eaten already. She ate quickly. You know, it's like when you're kind of angry, you'll like eat fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she kind of did that. She's gonna pushes the chair away, gets up, and heads upstairs.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, shit, it would be worth leaving tomorrow just to get our Mala out and away from all this, so it makes her uncomfortable. I mean, not us and not this place, but you guys get it. I mean, seeing her like that is just about as bad as seeing my dad. Yeah, like it glances at Anna. Yeah. And I think, honestly, if we can't do much here, then going off planet might solve both our problems. Because then we might find a way where I can send money back to the family. Then Amala's, back where she belongs, out in the stars with, with her team or with us. Her other team.
Hmm. I mean, as long as you're okay with it, I guess. I just feel kind of bad, you know?
Oh, I mean, it's like I was telling her, I can come back anytime. Stay for longer. I mean,
Wait a minute.
like if I was to like if she wanted to leave like this afternoon before we even had dinner, but like I'm not gonna stretch myself out like that far. It's not like she can't get public transport back to Zelenia if she really wanted to, but she wants to come with us, and I'm not ready to leave until at least tomorrow afternoon.
That's fair. You know what? It just hit me.
Huh.
You know what we need? A good old-fashioned ad campaign.
An ad campaign?
An ad campaign! For this place. For your parents' place. Come on,
okay.
we know a bunch of sweaty, hungry, tired guys in a building that travel around space and probably need to find a good place to stop where they're not going to get robbed or covered in space cockroaches.
Yeah, that's a good point. Here, I was gonna open his data pad back up, create a space Google Doc, and share the link with everybody, and start putting in like start putting in graphics and stuff to like advertise the Ashworth spaceship, the Ashworth ship stop bar and grill. You have like like the red comic book lighting or writing, like like it's like the red light writing that with that's like flying at you with like a bunch of like kind of a stream behind it, and then we'll have like some kind of colorized purple fading to black space with stars. Although we'll actually work to like get the constellation around Tirana correct, and then we'll have like superimpose a picture of this ship stop bar and grill. Yeah. Or we could do, also we could take this ad campaign and we can go post it on or have Dad post it on the. No, I think it's tacky if Dad does it, but we can go and post these on the walls in the work areas that we saw. That way, the Fire group's like, hey, you want to go someplace, get something good to eat, or get a sturdy bite to eat before you head into work in the morning? Like, come here, open all hours.
She kind of she just says, yeah, I mean, whatever you think is gonna work, dude. We'll share it here, we'll show it there.
And should we say that this is endorsed by council member is it Zulio and Zaranin?
No.
Zavard and Zulio? No?
But
No.
I wonder how much weight we have. Like, are we famous enough to the point where we could have our own endorsement?
Oh.
The heroes of Zelinia?
We might be.
The official restaurant of the Heroes of Zelinia.
Yes. Okay.
After a long day on campaign, after many tours, I like to come here.
Eldon's recording.
Wait. The truck stop.
Listen to our satisfied customers.
Sometimes after battle, what a man needs most is food. You will never find better food than here at the Ashworth
Ship stop bar and grill.
That thing.
Yeah.
They will fill you right up, and after you eat and after a good night's sleep on their beds, you'll be back ready for the field again the next day. That's not how the military works, but we're gonna say it is. Because I'm the hero, damn it.
Yes.
You want to fight like a soldier on Ulaanbaatar? Go eat here!
Yes.
I survived 3 tours under Ulaanbaatar, all because of this split. Not really.
Anna, do you have anything to add?
I was trying to think of how to word it, but Here, just take a video of me, and Anna is going to be sipping on that same cup of coffee that I guess she's been having the entire day, that she's been stirring with the spoon, and she'll say, the coffee from this place, the Ashharf's resident. What's it called again?
The Ashworth Ship Stop Bar and Grill. Or you just say the Ashworth Ship Stop. It's like truck stop, only with ships.
Yep. This ship stop, the coffee is entrancing. I've had this in my hand the entire day just because I couldn't even bear to be rid of my morning cup of joe. It's a part of me now. And if you value productivity and energy with the kickstart of a really nice shot of Java in the morning, you would be best suited to come here to the Ashharf ship stop.
Perfect.
And Anna will just give a thumbs up.
Perfect. And cut. And scene. And then Eldon will do his own.
Share it on space TikTok or whatever.
right? Like post it, he'll like, pull his rifle out and like, hey there, hey there, friends and fellow soldiers. I'm Elvin Murnick Asherth of the Zelenian a representative of the Zelenian military. He's like, do you need a good homey place to stop off after your delivery run? Do you need a good cold one to knock back with those of your squad who survived that latest like Zelenian military run? I was like, do you want a fun place to take the wife and kids? Come to the Asher's Ship Stop Bar and Grill, where like they serve here on Toronto, like in Delph on Toronto, where they serve like homey cuisines from all around. Here, it's like he'll like pan around to the like the seating areas. You find seating accommodations for any right for species of just about all sizes. Just like get a lively dance number going with your friends or the remainder of your surviving squad and their remaining limbs. See the occasional entertainer or book signing here at the Asherth Bar and Grill. Did your ship take some hits? Are you not quite sure how to drive it? Did you skip reading Did you skip reading the how-to manual? Well, come and get your ship repaired and possibly upgraded at the Asherth Ship Stop Bar and Grill, like mechanic shop, run by Murnick Asherth, the head mechanic. like shine the camera on his dad. But like here you will find all the comforts of home and all the excitement of a spacefaring journey. Come to Delph on Tirana to the Asherith Ship Stop Bar and Grill. Sponsored by the Heroes of the Empire.
And can we make sure that we have flattering photos of us?
Yes.
Perhaps posing also.
Yeah, well,
Anna's just gonna have a whole it's gonna be take one picture, but it's gonna have a whole fucking photo set up with a hoop light or whatever. And, all this other shit.
Yeah. We also all pose.
It has
with
to
our
be
weapons,
perfect.
so, yeah.
Yes.
Outside of it, probably perfect. Cool. Well, Eldon is going to spend the night video editing.
Okay. Anyone else have any nighttime plans, or just?
I mean, okay. Anna's plans for the night. She'll be trying to do some research on targeted ad campaigns.
Okay. Chad?
I guess he's gonna reach out to his never before mentioned brothers and see if they all convince the people from their units to stop by.
Perfect.
Okay. So, Nereid?
Oh, Nereid? Nereid is going to... Let's see. Who's she going to share it with? I had an idea and it completely slipped my mind, so I can't remember. Actually, okay. Well, first of all, she's going to share it with well, obviously, her contacts that she has in the military. She's also going to share it with, whoever's contact info she still has from, people on the cruise.
Ooh.
And then she's gonna she's actually going to send it to Sudoku, and she's like, "Hey, you want to help Eldon? His family's store needs more friends."
The store needs more friends.
That's so perfect. Eldon's gonna send it to the Zelenian Military Engineering Department and Candela, and just say, "Hey, you guys mind helping my family out? Or here's a great place to stop by." Or Candela. He's gonna send a separate message just asking, "Hey, what do you and Zane think about maybe coming and doing a concert here if you've got the time?"
Ooh.
Oh yeah, they exist.
Oh, right, they exist.
Nice.
Always supportive, Aaron.
I'm sorry, their contributions on the ship didn't really leave a lasting impression. It's very clear.
But they actually contributed a fair bit. I think even Aaron, Aaron
Well,
was the one who
half
said
of
they
them
were like
contributed.
the most like some of the most like competent like extra members we've had.
Wait, who are we talking? We're talking.
Wait, no,
not
we're talking about Zane.
No,
Wait, the band
No.
members?
yeah, I was talking about
Yes.
Candela and
Oh no.
Dr. Kalabi. Yeah.
No. They're the competent one. No, Zane and his lot. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, because you mentioned Candela and Zane.
Right.
So half of them are competent.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Carry on.
Yeah, they gotta send that message out to them.
Okay. You get, I guess, response message from Candela saying that like they'll have to sort of scrounge up some money in the meantime, but they'll try to get over there. If you can set it up, if we can get it set up.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Eldon, you should just tell them if they need a ride over here, you could give them a ride.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna actually head back to Zelinia here probably tomorrow evening, so we can if you guys we could totally be your band's transport there and back. Or there and to wherever else you want to go afterwards.
Okay, sure, we'll try to get everything ready by then.
Cool. Groovy. We'll spread the word in. Yeah, we'll spread the word. All right, cool. Thank you. Oh, what's your guys' usual cut for tickets?
Ooh.
Because they need to get paid too.
Valon doesn't know what the normal amount is.
Maury has no idea either.
I don't know at all. So, I don't know. Fucking
Okay.
insert value here that makes sense.
Sure. All right. Yeah. We'll. Okay. So we'll. All right. So we'll start promoting tickets. All right, everybody. Now, we're gonna make concert tickets, and we will just send out like a general like, hey, they're gonna perform here. Kind of, details to be determined. Like RSVP if you're interested in a ticket, kind of thing. We'll send that out to Zelenian military and our various contacts that we've gotten through our quest board jobs. And
Yeah, I guess like when Anna's saying she wants to like research, so to speak, targeted ad campaigns, do we know like how that quest board stuff is sent? Is it like a mailing list sent to everyone or something?
Yeah, the quest board. Are you saying like you want like all the people you have like done quests for in the past? Are you trying to basically let them know? Is that the goal?
Well, Anna
Yeah.
is trying to see if she can redirect a message to everyone who is willing to do quests. So basically, if there's like a master quest board, post this as an announcement.
I would say no to Anna's thing, although I would say like that's mostly done through them. Like the quest thing is mostly for military people, so by just sort of doing the military contact, I would kind of do that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, what Eldon was saying, if he can do that.
Cool. Also, we're gonna post it on like the community feed or what have you for Zelenia. Or not Zelenia. Fuck, I keep saying that. For Tirana, and just like to the locals, hey, Concert's gonna be here. Date to be determined. You know, RSVP
Next
for
door,
interest.
Facebook.
What's up?
I just said next door and Facebook.
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Exactly. Space next door and space Craigslist.
And just Facebook.
Just Facebook. Space Twitter. All right.
Okay. And so, how late are you basically planning on staying up to do this?
I feel like this would take us until at least like midnight, or like everything Ellen's doing, like putting together the ad campaign, like putting together the ad probably took a few hours, and like video editing and everything, and then the tickets and the back and forth with Candela. So yeah, I'd call it midnight before Eldon crashes out.
Okay. Everyone else?
More or less.
Yeah.
Yes, and
It's gonna go up a tiny bit earlier just to go check on.
Armala.
Yeah.
Cool.
Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
She's doing the lay in bed pretending to be asleep thing.
Okay. Yes, Arvala is lying in bed, and she's like turned over, so facing away from you. But like, Nereid, you would know based on just her positioning and I don't know, breathing or something that like she's not asleep.
And Nereid kind of just like smiles, not smiles, but like kind of looks a little like it's deciding whether or not she's gonna do something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll something for you. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check for her.
Mm.
Alright. Oh, a 15. Okay, that's not terrible.
15.
She'll just kind of like get ready for bed and like lay next to Arvala and just be like, "Damn, it's too bad you're asleep. I still got a lot of energy."
Arvala like turns over and just kind of looks at her and just sort of like, you can tell she's still kind of upset, but like with you in there kind of talking to her, she's like, you know, she can't be upset. She's not upset at you, so
Yeah,
she can't
obviously.
hold that in. She's just like, oh, shut up.
Mm.
Nereid looks at her. She's like, "Okay, make me then."
Mm.
Guess we'll find out
You're
how
so
fit.
cute.
Guess we'll find.
You're so cute when you're grumpy.
Guess everyone else is gonna find out how thin these walls are.
Oh.
And scene.
Okay. All right. Okay. Everyone make perception checks.
I am manifesting the natural one. I find it very
See,
sad that
17.
Corey's nat one is higher than my regular roll.
Makes sense for me.
Yeah, well, again, he has the reliable talent. So,
That is
Yeah.
correct.
yeah, so... Okay. Damn, this is actually less than it. You were all rolling so high, and then now you don't. Okay. So, just a reminder for the reliable talent, I am going to still treat a nat 1 as a nat 1.
Right,
Even
makes
though
sense.
it's, technically a 17. So,
Okay.
okay. I guess you were...
I know it's an overpowered thing that it makes sense to give it a kink.
I think
So,
it makes
like-
sense that, like, again, I don't think this is ever explicitly stated, but I think it does make sense that if you still roll a 1, it's still like a fail.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think I've heard some people say that like reliable talent's overpowered, it should be like nerfed or something, and I'm like, I mean, it makes sense if the whole point of your character is to be like really good at certain skills that you should be really
Right.
good at them like almost all the time. But even like an expert still like messes up every now and then, right? So
Yeah,
you know, so I
yeah,
think
that
then
feels
one makes
realistic
sense.
to me.
Anyway, I mean, this also kind of makes sense if you. I feel like Eldon would be the one who like spends the most time doing this, working on this stuff.
Mhm.
So he'd be like
Yeah.
up late, and then he'd just kind of like pass out. So
I agree. That does
Okay.
make there are a lot of character and story sense.
okay, and then Nereid is busy, and then Chad is I don't know, depressed. So
He's outside standing in the rain while the fucking Naruto theme song playing.
It's a terrible rain.
oh my god.
It's a
Just a
terrible,
single rain cloud.
It's a terrible day for rain.
Just raining on him.
Sir,
No.
are you okay?
It's sad because nobody else knows what you're referencing. Okay.
What the fuck's my phone? Be right back.
What?
Something
Okay.
about his phone?
Yeah.
I know. The emo gods called to him.
Stop being such a bitch.
Yes.
I'm back.
okay. Are
Yay.
you fine now?
No, like I heard my phone like make the vibration. Or it's like I got a text, and then I looked down at my desk looking for it. Like, where's my phone? I left it on the kitchen table
Okay.
when we were on break. I guess I just didn't bring it with me. But point is, I have my phone now. Crisis averted.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. Anyway. All right. Anna, though, you are awoken early in the morning, like 5 a.m.
Hi.
You're awoken to an explosion.
Oh no.
Fuck me.
It's not super close.
Marlo's already got that covered.
But is it in the direction of the company?
Yeah. It is.
Okay. Are we in separate rooms?
I would hope so. It'd be kind of weird if you weren't, considering.
Well, I don't know. It could be like a hostile situation. Like yeah.
I feel like Armala's not
We'll accept it
that bad.
Yeah, who would have sex in the same room that their friends are sleeping in?
Yeah, who would do that?
Okay,
So-
well, Anna will go to Eldon's room first, if possible.
Okay. Sure, you couldn't go to Eldon's room.
Eldon, wake up! Wake up! There has been an explosion.
The explosion? Where?
Pretty sure it's in the company. Chances are, experiment gone wrong.
Explosion? Oh, so it wasn't here? Because if it was here, I'd just say it was Gred and Forge.
Oh. Wait, yeah, it's not here. I don't think.
It's not.
Ooh, oh. Well, time to do what any American would do in this situation. Reaches under his mattress, get my gun.
What's America?
You're not
I don't
here.
know.
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind
you
of
should wake up too.
Dope.
Millennia, but dirtier.
Definitely not an education system.
Cheech.
All right.
All right, yeah, get your stuff. I'll wake the others up.
Cool.
Chad, Nereid, Arvala, explosion.
As soon as you get the chat door. Do you consent to rolling a deck save?
Sure, yeah.
I think it's appropriate.
Always a good sign.
17.
Nice.
Okay, good. I didn't have a particular DC in mind besides, halfway.
That's good enough.
You pass. You pass. You are as soon as you get to Chad's door. You stand out of the way as it just swings open and Chad's in full kit.
Whoa.
He's just racking up his gun. Explosion. Let's go. Get the others.
All right, Nereid, Arvala, you guys awake?
Nereid is she hears all the rattling and gets up pretty fast and gets
Hold on, I'm gonna
ready to
Let
go.
me roll perception for Amala. How dead is she?
I mean, she would have advantage because we're all making noise.
What? Oh, okay.
She's okay. She's like pretty out of it, but again, when you're especially when you're you get, she's like, what's going on?
Explosion.
Where?
Somewhere over, not here. I have a bad idea of where it might be though.
Fuck. Hold on. And then she looks at her data pad looks at something for like a couple seconds, and then she's like, her eyes narrow, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Hmm?
Yeah.
My dad just texted me, because that happens often, and he says, "We need you. We captured a terrorist."
Oh.
What?
Terrorist.
Definitely gonna get in on this action. All right, quick, everybody to the ship, to the Eldermobile.
Finally, some action. Let's go.
Eldon, we're never calling it the Eldenmobile.
Why do we call it something better, more intimidating? The Devastator.
The Chad wagon.
Shut up, God.
The Devastator was pretty good.
So I'm open to suggestions.
I like the Chad
That's just
Alright.
my suggestion. The Chad wagon.
All right.
No, that's something that Clay would name his ship to spite Chad.
Absolutely. If he didn't name it the Devastator first.
I don't even know what Clay's ship was named.
I mean, I think he would name it like the Top's gun, or no, the Top's gun.
The Top's gun.
Okay.
Or what's the name of that dude's horse from Red Dead Redemption?
You can name it whatever you want. So
Oh, okay.
but one of the ones that you get from the side quest is Buell or whatever.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
That can work.
He was the vet. Like, if you go through the veteran side quest, he gives you that horse. And apparently everyone really likes it. Although when I got that horse, I literally just left it at his previous owner's place and ran off. But whatever.
My inventory, one horse.
summon course grader.
It just comes running over the hill towards you.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So you're heading onto the ship and just kind of flying over.
Yeah, we're
Probably
heading
the fastest way, yeah.
Yep, we're getting on the ship and flying from the ship stop over to the Neos company. Helen is going to land like abruptly, but well, not scraping anything. And then we will park the ship, turn the ship off, and go run out of the gangplank.
Okay. You notice as you approach that there is like, again, Ada, you heard this explosion or whatever, so there was that. But like, as you're approaching it, it actually doesn't really look that damaged. It just, you see some kind of like smoke coming out of like one section.
Mm-hmm. Well, something happened. Let's investigate.
Yep, I'm always trying to take the lead on this since they invited you. We're just along for the ride.
Okay, he said that they're in one of the storage rooms downstairs. So let's go.
All right. Let's go do that.
Okay, so again, you head down through the lift to the same area where again you had What am I thinking of? The same floor that Murnick was on, that again has the hallway that has the door that includes the thing. But to another door, you can see that again. This is actually the floor that has like there was some damage to some equipment, and there's some smoke kind of billowing out. But you can kind of skirt around that, so you're not like in the smoke.
Gotcha.
But over to like one of the other rooms that's in this hallway on the side, and on the outside of the door again, you see those 2 Zelenian guards. Actually, you see 4 Zelenian guards. 2 of them were the ones who were at the door, the other door yesterday. Yesterday. But then you also see Armala's father and older brother, who are kind of standing out in front of it, and they look over to you guys coming in, and the brother says, "About time. Where were you?" And Armala just says, "I was with them." This is okay, fine, whatever. Someone apparently broke in and tried to sabotage our operation here. We need you to go in and interrogate them.
Oh.
And Dermal's like, "So what? You just want to like punch them until they like give themselves up, or what?" And their brother just sort of says, "Whatever works. You've done this sort of stuff before, right? In the military, isn't that your job?" Dermal's kind of like, "I mean, not really, but like, okay."
Flashback to Teleport.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, see, that's your job, not her job.
Yeah, that got brutal.
Do you have the subject in question? Entertainment?
Yes, in this room.
All right, well, we'll go talk to him, see what's up.
Before we
Come
get
on,
in there,
we'll be in there with you.
yes. Before we get in there, do you want me to take the lead on this one?
I don't know. Sure, fine, whatever.
I mean, were you there with Tellenbo?
I feel like she was, because each of us partnered up with with someone else to interrogate him.
Yes, she was
You're
there.
right, yeah.
She was there. I forgot who. I think she partnered with Anna, actually. But yeah, she was there.
Mhm.
It's up to you. You saw how that ended.
Well, hold on. What do we know about this person? Is it a Toronar or what? And the brother says like, "No, some other thing. I don't know. I've seen them before. I don't remember what they're called. Something about lightning."
Oh, fuck. I don't actually say this out loud, but oh, fuck.
Mhm.
Well, I can't jam my thumb in that one, eyeball.
What did you just say?
You just muttered a bunch of words, sir.
I literally did not hear English. Like, what did you just
I
say?
said, I can't jam my thumb in that one's eyeball.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good at their job, if I remember correctly.
And then it's just like, and then Armala kind of like looks like, wait, electricity? And then, hold on, actually, you know what? I'm gonna have Armala roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Is this a wise course of action?
Come on, brain, think of things. No.
Oh.
Okay.
Being around them for several years, maybe.
Armala's like, wait, hold on. And she just like busts into the door with nothing, and then just like comes in. And
Otto will follow.
you do see
Well, then.
on a chair, who's with some kind of like some kind of handcuff kind of things over their arms behind them, is Kershaw.
Reunion.
Mhm.
Okay, maybe
Awesome.
let's not give her the give them the Tellenbo approach.
Yeah,
Sure,
you might die.
I gesture everybody in. We'll let you guys know how this goes. And Elda's gonna shut the door.
What? And then the listening brothers are about to say something, but then you shut the door, and then yeah.
Can't hear you. Don't care. So, you want to explain what you're doing here? Is all
Sure.
right?
Elden actually will go and try to uncuff Kershaw.
Chad's gonna stop him.
Elden looks at him in question, but steps back.
Wait till we have all the fix. Probably best to assume that they're hostile for now.
You know I can hear you.
Then we'll go ahead and assume you're hostile for now.
That depends. What are your plans here?
Well, seriously, we really just want to know what the fuck is happening, just so we know who we need to punch.
Do you not see what they're doing to this place? Do you not see what they're part of? What they are as a symptom of all of this?
Elden nods. Yeah, I do see it. It just couldn't think of any good recourse for it. They're doing it slow enough, safe enough that it's not raising any red flags.
Red flags? It's all the only reason you don't see any red flags is because you have the crimson goggles on of your home planet. And it's not just them, of course. Going through the government with Zelinia or Torana is not going to help. Of course, they feed into this themselves anyway.
Sure.
The ministers were just here yesterday, weren't they? Or the day before?
Yeah.
Exactly. They want this to happen.
Well, they want money. They don't necessarily want the damage to happen.
They don't care about the
don't
damage.
care about it. Yeah.
But that begs the question. Oh, go on.
And by what I mean by not caring about the damage is that they don't care about the lives that will be lost from this. The accidents, the pollution, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All served for fueling the creation of luxury on Zelinia.
But that raises one question from me, Kershaw. Why do you care? That's a very genuine question. I'm not saying you're the enemy. But since you practically are not really coming up with an alibi for what happened here, we're just seeing how it is. So you're not really an ally either. So I'm gonna ask you, why do you care? Or maybe have you always cared?
Of course I've always cared. But now, I've always cared about the continuation, the growth, the flourishing of all of the cultures and all of the people that live in this galaxy. When I joined the military, I thought this would be something to help us, to help my people establish themselves more firmly and get more resources and more sway. Instead, I was tossed around on various missions to do who knows what, to accomplish nothing that would actually affect me, nothing that actually would benefit me. Come on, Chad. Don't you agree that we've been sent around to do who knows what, as if it really matters to us, and what we actually have to deal with?
That's the point. That's the point of the military.
Why? Are you saying it has to be that way?
Yes, kind of. That's kind of how the system works, Gorshal.
Then you're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. I understand my place. You were the one that joined trying to think you were special. You
What were you hope?
Oh, go on.
Sorry.
Or who's going first, me or you?
You.
You were the one that joined thinking you had all these big plans, that you were above everybody else, that you were going to have some sway over government. And then reality hits that people who join the army, the military, things don't always go your way. Things don't even go your way. You just follow your orders. And hearing your side of it, you just convinced me you're arrogant to think that you are above everyone else.
I'm not above everyone else. I'm trying to bring everyone else on the level of those of above.
So
Are
you're
you
a
saying that you
revolutionary.
are you saying you will just follow any order that you'll ever be given ever? Can you look
No,
in my eyes and tell me that you have always followed every order that you've been told?
He's gonna walk up to Gershal and look them in the eye. I, Chad Holoswift of the Zelinian Royal Infantry, have followed every order I have ever been given to the letter. Just as my father has, just as my brothers had, and his father before him, and so on and so forth. Now you may call me a blind fool. Go ahead, call me a blind fool. But at least I know my place. Perhaps you should learn yours.
Your place is at the bottom of a boot.
Oh, sorry.
Let's
Smells like tension in here. I'm sorry.
allergic to attention.
I'm allergic to scary.
It's clear you have good intentions. Really, I know you have good intentions. But some of the worst things in the course of this galactic history have been done in the name of good intentions.
And many more have been done because people feel that they don't need to change anything. That things are good enough. It doesn't even matter anyway. It's not like I'm foolish enough to think that just by coming in here, I would be toppling over an entire interplanetary corporation. I simply needed something.
Three guesses as to what our next question will be.
I think I have one. Fine. We'll bite. What is it you needed from here that was so important to your revolutionary cause?
Power source.
Eldon's eyes go wide.
That power source.
An interdimensional power source, by chance?
Power sources don't have to be interdimensional to be power sources. I simply needed a lot of energy for something. Something that currently does not concern you.
Oh, we're kind of your way out of here, so I feel, and you're on my home planet, so and this is Armala's family's company, so I'd say it concerns us now.
You think I need you to escape?
Yes.
Why haven't you done so already?
Because I overheard that idiot out there say that they needed Armala to come to interrogate me, and I wanted to see what they had to say for themselves.
Eldon will look over at Armala.
Kershaw will directly address Armala and say, "Your family is stealing resources from several planets, poisoning the local communities, all to feed their own economic power for people on Zelinia who do not care about any of you. What do you have to say about that? Are you willing to just accept it, let it happen, and assume that everything will be fine as long as you're having fun? That's why you joined the military in the first place, isn't it? To have fun because you were bored? It's not like you really cared." Gonna roll something. Armala kind of like stops forward and gets up in their face and kind of looks real pissed and sort of kind of yells back at them saying, basically saying, "What, you think I have any power over what the fuck these people are trying to do? They won't even goddamn talk to me about anything that they're even planning. They act like I don't fucking exist. Why do you think I would know about this or even give a shit?" And they're just sort of kind of staring at each other with this. Just kind of glaring at each other. "You're the one," and then Armala will sort of pop in right then and say, "You're the one who's disappeared for weeks on end. No one's ever heard anything from you. Apparently you were doing this the whole time? Just plotting to, I don't know, do something? Could at least, fucking had a drink at some point?" And Kershaw will just sort of say, kind of quieter. Not like she's trying to hide, they're trying to hide the voice being quiet, but just, quieter, not yelling. And just say, "After the Scutum attacked Zelinia, I realized that this was all just a political game. It didn't really matter. And of course, after that, I found out that Lorkesh, the new hot destination in the Empire, just recently joined, ripe for new endeavors, would be the next location in the Gneos Industries expansion. So maybe this is also a little personal for me as well. And yes, that makes me not want to have drinks with you." They turn to Eldon and say, "You're the resident. What is your opinion about what is actually happening to your own world?"
I think it's evil, and I don't know. I don't know what we can do about it that won't result in lots of people being hurt with sudden violent action. I would prefer like Armala. I mean no disrespect or offense to you, Armala, but this what your company is doing, which I hold you responsible for, not at all. You're not a part. I don't think you're at all a part of this after I've seen you here. I think it's slowly destroying and absorbing the communities and the people here. my dad working here and had like some menial job when he's so much more capable of so much more, but just to pay, but because your company is here, there's the price of land and space is even going up, but they take up so much space. There's so much empty space here that so many families could use to fill, or that could be in more community places, that it's just the balance is being shifted so much. I don't hold you at all responsible for it, and I still consider you a friend, even more so after this that I know you more. But like, I just think that what they're doing here is evil. But turning to Kershaw, I don't know what I just don't know what there is to be done about it, other than just giving more back to the community that they're taking away from.
Do you truly, really believe that? Or are you just saying that to cope?
I believe it will do something, but yes, I'm partly saying it to cope with a reality of something I don't feel I have the power to change.
Why not?
What? Why do I feel like I don't have the power to change this?
Exactly.
Well, because despite how personally capable I am, especially with our team, we're just one person. This is a whole big company full of people and full of resources and everything, and I, just short of shooting the whole place down with my ship, I just don't I just don't know. I just don't know what else. I just don't know what there is to be done. I was spent all day looking into it and this company's practices and everything. And like I said in the beginning, they're doing it slow enough and safe enough that there's no legal precedence for recourse.
Exactly. You will not be able to do this through some hope or some politics. It's all against you. It's all against all of this.
Yes.
All of us. So, the only option is to tear it down. So either you're comfortable with letting things be as they are, or you're just afraid of what might happen if you try.
Oh, yeah, by far and large, unquestionably the second. Afraid of what would happen if I try. People could be hurt, power vacuum. Like Chad was telling me all of our first day here that we couldn't start a whole war here. We're representatives of the Zelenian military. Like I said, we start firing off lasers around here. You saw how tight knit everything is here. It's gonna quickly spill over into the surrounding communities and hurt people who just want to go about their lives.
They're already being hurt. They're already being worked half to death here. You act as if doing nothing will result in no suffering.
Well, I suppose that's true. I suppose that I am acting, and I think that there's less overt suffering from doing nothing, but it doesn't mean there's also suffering happening. It's just, like I said, slow enough and safe enough that they can get away with it. Well, how do you propose we tear this down? You're blowing up you're gonna blow up a facility? Should what should the Brazilian government sanction this the NAOS corporation to get off their planet? get off our planet? Like
That
what?
will never happen.
Exactly.
So yes, what you said the first time.
And when this planet is glass, what happens after that?
It
You
won't
go to the
destroy
next.
it won't destroy the entire planet, you imbecile. But yes, I can bring down. I believe I have the ability to bring down most, if not all, of this structure, if I focus myself. Once that happens, you think that it'll be worth it economically for them to rebuild? No, they'll cut their losses, they'll leave. And in that case, I will follow, and others will follow with me. And eventually, you make it so that their existence is not worth it. And they will surrender themselves.
Well, I'll give you something, Kershaw. There is wishful thinking, and then there's whatever it is you're just saying.
Well, Elden kind of looks thoughtful, like, and very tempted. And like, huh? Like he's actually like starting seeing the possibility and the hope of this actually happening, or that they could do this.
Are you trying to hide that expression?
Oh no.
Okay. Then Kershaw's gonna notice that, and is going to say, I don't, and kind of like, notice you kind of stare at you for a little bit, and then kind of address everyone. I don't expect you all to understand or agree with me. You don't have to. I'm not going to punish any of you for this, for something that you just personally don't see correctly. I'm not a needless monster for no reason. But I am going to be leaving this room. So it's up to you how you want that to go down.
So if we just stay out of your way, you've got what you want, you'll leave. But if we were to help you, you feel like you could focus yourself and we could bring the structure down.
Okay. Wait a minute. Look, not that I don't agree with you. I'd like to see this place boiled, knocked down into a pile of matchsticks as much as the next thing. 2 questions, though. What about the people that are already in here? Workers, laymen. Just people that don't deserve to be anywhere near this shit.
It's early
What
in the
about the
morning.
vacuum that's left over afterwards? And most of all, what makes you think that they're just gonna eventually fade away into nothing once each thing is destroyed? One at a time, everywhere they go. People like these, they don't give up. They don't just, cut their losses and leave. They just find somewhere else. They entrench themselves harder. They make things worse for people.
She's right. I have contingencies upon contingencies upon contingencies to the end of the galaxy.
Again, not that I don't disagree with you. In fact, if I were a worse person, I'd probably do the same fucking thing. Paying the consequence. But like Eldon said, I just don't see a solution that's gonna be quick, easy, or clean. And I know you don't either. But what the hell, man?
Well, for one, it's about 5 a.m. There's not exactly many people here right now.
How do you propose to bring this structure down?
The melty energy cube thing they have, we just break down the containment field and let it do its thing.
But let's think of the logistics. As even though our esteemed colleague here has brightly pointed out, I am not the most intelligent of men. I still see logic.
Sure.
This building, this structure, yes, that we are that is currently here.
Mm-hmm.
It has roots, and they spread throughout the city. Do they not?
Yeah.
Deep roots. I'm assuming they're in the ground, right? They're in the ground.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
that's
spread
how
apart?
they're mining.
Cool.
The spider tendril things that are
Yes.
mining minerals go deep into the earth, into the planet.
So you propose. So let's just say we're not rigging this thing to blow, and there is no blast radius to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Your proposal is to just erase this, the entire structure, root and stem.
Are you talking to Kershaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alden's gonna look to Kershaw after this question.
Well, now that I apparently know what that thing does in the other room, that does sound more pleasant than what I was thinking.
Oh, lovely. But okay, let's just say, okay,
If we were to get that thing, we would have to be able to contain it. We would need a high-powered electric shield to contain it, and then we should once it broke down this structure, then we should find a way to take it off planet. Then we would need to be able to deposit it somewhere safe. But the problem is, though, too, this, like, we're talking volume. If it grows to encompass this whole building, there is no way we could get in. No way that it wouldn't spread into Delph.
no, that's not what I'm saying, Eldon. Okay, imagine this. He's gonna, like, lay his hand and arm, so they're, like, horizontal across him, like a perpendicular. You have the
Yeah.
ground.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gonna take his other hand. He's gonna, like, trace something under it.
Mhm.
These are the tendrils, yes? They're under the ground.
Yeah.
They are supporting the ground above. What happens when you take away the tendrils?
The whole thing's gonna come crashing down. But I thought that if we use if we use that power source thing and it melts the building from top to bottom, then it
The
could.
tendrils still have to go.
Then it would hopefully it would like the reaction would spread to the tendrils. But I mean, again, that's ideally. It doesn't, and how we would get it to stop is beyond. Then that's still assuming that we were ever even going to do any of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. If we do, there's two ways I can see this going down.
Mm-hmm.
Either rig this place to blow, catching it, and to destroy a structure like this, you'd need an absurd amount of explosives,
Yes.
which will create an absurdly large blast radius.
You're assuming things.
I'm not assuming things.
Apparently the only way you know of destroying a structure is by exploding it.
That's one way. If you were paying attention, you'd hear the other way. Using that power source to, what was it? Erase this entire structure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I came in. You erase the entire structure, which happens to be connected to all the tendrils underground. Landslide. So sure, you don't get a blast radius, but you still get a sunken city. Unless you have any other ideas.
Use my power over electricity, cripple the entire infrastructure of the building, make it completely inoperable and helpless.
That sounds less risky.
And what happens if you short out the entire city? Leaving them without power?
Power can be restored.
Care to elaborate?
Do you want me to explain the engineering of a power grid to you or not?
I wouldn't be asking if I didn't.
Even if some of it ended up in the city's grid, it would still they would be able to replenish it or replace with enough time and enough resources. The point is, by fully shorting out this structure itself, it just would not be viable to restart it. Yes, they could, but it would take so much money and so much effort that it wouldn't be worthwhile. It would sink them billions in the hole.
Now who's the one assuming things? You assume that they don't have an endless pocketbook to throw on these sort of assets. Unless you know something we don't.
Of course they have a lot of money, but it's not about how, it's not purely about the numbers, it's about the worth.
Whether
If
they're
this
willing
place
to do that.
if this place, let's say, makes them $1 billion every a billion credits every year, then if it costs 30 billion to fix, then it's not worth fixing. Even if they have 40 billion to spend it on.
And you know this as facts.
I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, no.
I mean, do
But
you
that's
know
how it
it's
should line out.
Just because it should doesn't mean it will. Do you know how these people think, how they operate? I'm not saying I do, but we never know what they're thinking. Maybe the obvious choice might be to leave this place in the dust.
I mean, that's the easiest choice for sure, but at the same time, if we have a way of bringing this place down without really actually hurting anyone, then I am honestly very tempted.
Then what happens after this one goes down? You go around gallivanting across the galaxy with Kashal here, going to planet to planets, to Triton. Where after Triton? To
Sure.
Medesha, to Skuta, back to the heart of Zelinia.
I mean, I wouldn't leave my team, but I mean, if Kershaw needed us to go to another place, then sure.
I don't.
Yeah, it sounds like Kershaw was gonna be able to do this regardless of our presence or not.
Mhm.
Well, at least you're not a hypocrite in making us go with you despite chastising us for following orders.
Mm.
Plus, if things go according to plan anyway, it's not like I'll have to go to many places very, very long anyway.
Mhm.
You're planning on waging a one-person war against an entire empire. Business empire,
Not
not an actual
exactly.
empire.
But you wouldn't understand. It would take too long to explain, and frankly, I don't want to explain anyway. And it's
That's
not
right.
and it's not just this business. Like I said, it's a symptom of a greater rot.
Yes, at first it's this business. Then maybe it's another business. Until you're at the empire themselves.
And
Wait, what did you say?
I said and
Just an observation.
Fucking hate this vigilante bullshit.
then don't
Like, get on with it then.
Mhm.
Well, it's very clear we here cannot stop you. So we
You
won't.
can.
No, we
if you
can't.
want to.
You're so confident you could leave like a few minutes ago. I'm surprised you didn't just ditch us the minute we did decide to just let you go.
You didn't even try.
And that's a risk I'm not willing to take.
So then, what is it? What will it be? You have,
I
as far as
cannot
I
speak.
see, there are three options. There are three potential outcomes here. The first is you kill me. The second is I leave. The third is you help me. Which one will it be?
Not like in the first one. I've seen you work. Wouldn't happen. Or at least not without a lot of damage. I respect you, you're a professional. Second one? Maybe. Probably catch a lot of shit for just letting you go, but seems like the easiest one. So, again, your vigilante bullshit means that we have no idea what's happening, so that's a little bit scary. But you know, again, ignorance is fucking orgasmic ecstasy, right? We don't know. We don't have to worry. Just
Well,
didn't have to worry about this before we knew about it.
If it makes you feel
Third,
any better,
I
can
like
make...
you, Kershaw, but I'm not going to jail for you.
If it makes you feel any better, I can make it look like you had to... it was a bit of a fight for me to escape.
That'd be moderately embarrassing, but...
I cannot speak for the others, but I will not help you. But neither will I hinder you. Do as you will.
I'll
Personally,
help you.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll help you for this one. And like I've Lord knows I've done enough for the Empire itself. If they want to get pissy that I misrepresented them doing this, then the Emperor could take that up with me directly. And this is my home, and I have a chance to make things right here, so I'm gonna take it.
Personally, I'm not interested in a one-person war against the mega corporation, so I won't be assisting you. But when you do, carry on with your plans. Just let us know so I can get out of this building without you disrupting any of the supplies that I have in my bag.
Wow, we sound like real assholes now that we're not the only one that we're not helping them. Ugh. Fuck.
Something terrorism, so, or inadvertent terrorism, so, and lots of property damage. So one could argue that y'all sound responsible.
I guess. Maybe I'm just still mad, right? Zelenia already let my planet go to shit. So why not? I can leech off them for the rest of my life and take my cut. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Makes some sense.
Hey, that's what I'm doing, and they're doing right by my. They both done right by my people,
Well, yeah, but that's because they are your people.
and they can spend the rest of their lives paying for my therapy bills.
Exactly.
Eldon, if you really want me to help you, I will.
I mean, Rashal, would me helping you be enough, or do we need Nereid? What was that?
I'm thinking.
Okay. No rush.
Call it, what do you call it? What's the word? Oh god. Call it ideological gymnastics, but I'd feel better helping Eldon than I would feel helping Kershaw.
It's the transitive property.
Chad's statement still stands. He's not gonna.
Yeah,
help
Anna's.
them.
Yeah, I mean, Anna will just say, "My life with Zelenia has been better than anything in my past. I see no reason to jeopardize that."
Oh my god, we're going for a Valon tries civil war.
I don't know, right? Because I'm just like, I feel like such a shitlord because, like, if it was my planet, right? Like, I'd maybe be like, hey, you're my friends, right? Like, maybe you'll help save my planet, like, a little bit. But then, like, something like this is just, like, way too many fucking variables.
This is straight like the way Chad sees it is.
This is the nuclear option.
This is straight up anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I don't fucking know. Maybe I'll retract my previous
You do.
offer of help. Sorry, Eldon.
Maybe it's up to a rule.
You're good.
Okay,
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should just roll the wisdom just to see what I would pick, because this is a quandary.
I'll be perfectly honest, again, DM-wise, I don't want you to feel forced to pick anything here, so that includes a roll. I kind of don't want you to roll, because, I don't know, it feels like, if you really want to have that be the basis for your decision, you can. I'm not going to stop you. But, I don't know. Kershaw will
Well, I
also...
thought it, yeah.
Kershaw will...
I think from Anna's perspective, what I said before stands.
Kershaw will say, as you're kind of thinking about this, Kershaw will say, If it makes you feel any better at all, how about this? I will escape in 12 hours. Whether or not you are with me, or whether you are with me or not, will be up to you.
Okay.
And also, this means that whoever you tell, you can tell as many people as you want about, well, whatever you think they need to know.
Mhm.
Because to be honest, I don't think it will affect, it will matter. At least from my perspective.
The Force will be with me. Okay.
Chad's gonna nod a few times to look to Kershaw. I wish you good fortune in the events to come. And now it begins.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay. Well, now that we're kind of agreeing to disagree here, what are we gonna tell the assholes outside?
For all that do. Well, we could tell them that Kershaw was just trying to steal their fancy cube, their melty everything cube, and and just that is basically an eco-terrorist.
If you really wanted to know, I didn't actually know anything about this melty cube. I simply wanted one of their fusion generators.
No, okay, then we'll just say that. That sounds like that'll probably be less huffy about that. Okay, eco-terrorists trying to steal their, or no, we'll just leave it to they're just trying to steal their, just trying to steal one of the fusion generators. Relatively harmless.
And if it helps you, and also just to put your mind at ease, perhaps tell them that actually, here. They'll look at Chad. Would it make you feel any better if you were to hit me a little bit?
No.
But you ask for permission, it's less fun.
But consent is sexy.
Yeah, but not for violent reasons.
Mm.
Before this conversation gets any more fucked up than it already is, no, it will not make me feel better hitting you. In fact, there's no need to hit you.
Oh, but wouldn't it be better if, you got some information out of me, but not all of it. So you're going to be coming back later to deal with me some more. After all, I was obstinate and uncooperative.
You raise a good point.
Doesn't have to be Chad if any of the others want to do it either.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Yeah, Anna's just gonna say, Chad, if you're not gonna do it, then say so, or I'll have Tentacles do it.
That is not the sentence I expected to come out of your mouth.
Well, there's another layer of, abstraction in between. It wouldn't be me performing it. It would be the Tentacles.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Exactly. So, Chad, you doing it or not?
Tentacles will make for a better story.
Okay. Adam will cast the... Oh, Eldon or whoever,
We
move out of
tried
the way.
interrogating them,
right,
sir.
yeah,
We had
I'll back
tentacles and everything.
Mhm.
Anna will just cast the black tentacles, and they'll appear on the ground, I guess, underneath the chair that Kershaw is sitting in. And the tentacles will basically just give Kershaw whiplash every few seconds.
Ow.
Okay. So specifically like what spell are you doing or something or?
It's the black tentacle. It's the AoE for the tentacles that restrain people and do bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, roll the damage for that.
Well, okay. So 7 to start.
To start.
I mean,
How long you gonna do this?
We end up killing him.
No. Until there's like visible
Fast,
marks,
come
I guess.
Okay. Well, you hit him a little bit.
I mean, at maximum, it lasts for 1 minute, so I can do this
10 times.
10 damage roll times.
Okay. I'll tell you.
I mean, okay.
How about this? I'll tell you when/if they're at half health.
Okay. So
Oh, okay.
7 plus 17, 24.
Hold on.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, 13. Hold on. 3.
Okay, so yeah. Number 4 is 10 more.
Okay.
Number 5 is also 10 more.
Okay, they're below half health.
We'll do number 6 and that'll be it.
Okay, do it.
Wow. Okay.
It's on the turn for torture.
Okay.
Honestly, oops, didn't see you there.
Didn't
Okay,
see
but
you.
yeah, anyways, after 36 seconds of that, she will retract the spell.
Okay.
And I guess there will be some flimsy remnants of tentacles on the ground. Okay, I think you look touched up enough. Anna dusts off her hands. So you're giving us 12 hours then?
Yes.
Alright.
And I thought what I did to Talambo was fucked up beyond all recognition.
It was.
No, Chad, yours was still pretty fucked up.
Don't stop thinking that.
Well, at least I get points for that.
That's true.
Anyway.
I didn't know it was a competition to be the most grotesque.
Ooh, is it my turn next?
No.
No.
Will we even
Oh,
still
I
be a
had
team
one of
after
you,
this?
maybe not. I didn't think you could make it into a competition.
Oh. You've given us your ultimatum, and we've given you ours somewhat. Point is, you can leave with whatever you want in your time allotted, and we'll, I don't know, think
Yeah.
about what comes next. Should anything come next.
Understood.
And thank you for what you're doing for my home planet, even if it's not specifically for us.
I do what needs to be done.
Chad's gonna nod and excuse himself from the interrogation room.
Yep.
Okay. I think that is a good place to stop.
Sounds good.
Fucking hate it here.
That was interesting.
Mhm.
Yep.
Guys, I want to go home. I hate it here.